challenge. Don't you dare, ref. That's he got the ball.
Yes, everybody, welcome back to the Irish Hotspur. It is another preseason friendly, but it is a North London derby preseason friendly outside the UK in Hong Kong. Dave telling me actually that there's a larger presence of Arsenal fans in Hong Kong than there are Spurs fans, which I'm actually quite surprised by. We have a lineup in front of us here that I'm actually getting pretty excited about, but of course, we would like to see a lot better performance than we saw against Luton Town. Against Wycombe and Reading, I'll be honest, I actually was decently pleased with what I was able to see there, but the Luton Town game definitely saw some cause for concern. And now we're starting to face some of the big boys. We're coming up against Arsenal, Newcastle, Bayern Munich, and then we're off to the Super Cup. And then after that, we are in the midst of a Premier League season, only a few weeks away, really. I think when I looked at it on the fan show as well as on a panel show, I was reminding people that because of, the transfer window, kind of people being scared and everything, including myself and the worries, we are technically literally 2 weeks away from the Premier League season getting kicked off. So things are just around the corner, really. But Dave, good to have you back in the saddle. I mean, I am pretty satisfied by the lineup, and I'm curious what your thoughts are on it. But, how are you going into this game? To be honest, from the back end, it seemed like you weren't actually especially confident.
Yeah, do you know what? Look, first of all, keep him well. My dad is doing good. He's on the mend, which is all good signs. So it's great to be able to get back in the saddle. Look, I wasn't going to miss this game if I could really not. So I'm delighted to be here. Good to be back on the watch along with you. A bit raging Saturday, I wasn't there, to be honest with you. Double the games, double the fun, and I wasn't there. But it's good to be back. But look, in terms of today's game. Look, where my worry comes in, Jack, and it's sort of the same last summer. And I know some people go, Dave, you're negative Nancy, over the summers. And it's sort of like, well, last season I did warn that there was a lot of trouble on the horizon off the back of the summer transfer window we've had. And to a degree, I don't think we've made any great strides to really alleviate them problems. And I do think, look, I think Thomas Frank has made us better defensively. But I do worry about us going forward in terms of creating a lot of chances, but also taking them. We've only played Wycombe, Reading, and Luton. We're coming up against Arsenal, Newcastle, Bayern Munich. These are the tests now these are the litmus tests to really see how good we are. To see whether we've really improved over the summer. Thomas Frank has improved us. No doubt defensively, I think he's improved us. But at the end of the day, the hardest thing to do in football is score goals. It's what cost Ange Postecoglou's job. He didn't have the right quality forward players in the forward line to really make his football work. And with defensive football, you need to have them players to make it work. You look at Jose Conte Nuno, chased out of this football club because we weren't winning games, and they had Kane and Son playing defensive sort of football to a degree, and this time around we don't have that to bail us out. So I think there's large concerns on the horizon purely off the business we haven't done. I wasn't one of these that thought Thomas Frank was the messiah that was just going to come in here and wave his magic wand and Expelliarmus, and all of a sudden Tottenham are a top 6 team again playing this magnificent football. I've always been one of these. You need help from the club. You need help in the transfer market, and that's where my concern comes in. The Arsenal team we're playing today doesn't even have some of their new signings in it, by the way. You know what I mean? Look, I'm going to sit back. I'm going to wait and see what happens to see, if we can give them a good game. Because, you go back to last season, we played off the pitch twice against them, last season. And I don't think we've made enough strides in this summer transfer market. Look, let's see how we get on. Let's see how we get on today. But I'm excited by the lineup. I'm not going to lie. I'm delighted Papa Matsara has retained his place. 2 goals against Wycombe. I think that's one thing, even though me and you have praised him a lot, one thing that maybe we haven't highlighted enough. Well, we sort of have highlighted it, that he, out of all the midfielders, he brings goals from midfield. But he doesn't get enough credit for how he gets in the box and gets on the end of things and stuff like that as well. So I'm good to see him in the lineup. Yeah. It'll be interesting to see whether it's him that plays that deeper role or whether it's Bergvall. It'd be very interesting to see, who Thomas Frank allows to sort of get break from the midfield and get up to play with the forward line. I'm guessing it will be Papa Matsar, and that you'll look at Bergvall as maybe more of a deeper option in beside Bentancur. I'm excited to see what Jed Spence can bring today. Excited to see Romero and Van de Ven back as a partnership. So I'm excited, don't get me wrong, to see our players, but people, like, I'm not one of these, Jack, where it's, this is just pre-season. We've
Yeah.
got PSG in 13 days' time. In 2 weeks' time, we've got PSG. We want to try and put another trophy on the board. These are games now where these are you start to show your intentions and how good you are for the upcoming season. Many people sit there and go, you can't take that from pre-season. We've spoke about it, Jack. You go back and you look at some of the problems we faced last pre-season. They persisted all the way through the season. So for me, these next three friendlies, if that's what people want to call them, we literally have to put up a performance here. We can't sit there and excuse it as a preseason friendly, because if we don't, it shows the problems that are on the horizon coming into the season for me.
No, I think two major points that you brought up there. First one being on the midfield, Pop Montasar and Bergvall were probably the big positives you would say from that doubleheader on the last preseason games. I think, they technically, if I recall, don't really have too many games playing together, Bergvall and Pop Montasar, because it was kind of one or the other under Ange Postecoglou. It felt like there wasn't really too many games that I can really remember where they actually were both playing for an extended period at the same time in the same midfield. And they were really good together. And I actually felt like, that could be a partnership that perhaps we might see later on, in the future under someone like Thomas Frank or whatever manager. They really were actually very good together. There was this real understanding between the two, it felt like, and they just were so much better than what Archie Gray and what Basuma were together. And then funny enough, actually, if George Abbott didn't fill in for Bentancur, who had a sickness, we remember from that last preseason friendly against Wickham, this was actually the midfield that Thomas Frank was going to go with against Wickham as well. It was going to be Bentancur, Bergvall, and Pop Montasar. And he's gone with that again today. So at the minute, while Madison is still recovering from injury, this looks to be his first choice midfield of Bergvall, Pop Montasar, and Bentancur. So that is something to note, that Archie Gray, the likes of Basuma, are definitely behind the pecking order of these few. He seems to really prefer this robust midfield of Bergvall, Pop Montasar, and Bentancur. And like I said, the midfield against Wickham, I actually thought were some of the best players. And then also maybe another thing to note as well, he has gone for Odebear again, because again, that Wickham game, he went with Odebear instead of Johnson, held Johnson for the game against Luton Town. I didn't really think much of it. I was thinking maybe he's just trying to divide, kind of the quality of the squad, the strengths of it. But against this Arsenal team, I wonder if you do start to read into who he's starting to prefer, who he thinks is maybe better for his system or for his lineups. And he's gone for Odebear instead of Johnson. Odebear had a better day against Wickham than Johnson did against Luton Town. Don't get me wrong, I actually didn't feel like Johnson was really that poor against Luton Town. I think there were a lot worse performances out there than the likes of Brennan Johnson's, but Odebear was definitely much better against Wickham than Johnson was against Luton Town. And that's where I would kind of contest or in a way kind of put down some of those people that will say, I remember I was having a good back and forth with Steve D as well as maybe Drew Zilla in the last few watch alongs, where they were saying, come on guys, you can't read into any of these games. They're just preseason friendlies. Like you were kind of talking about, Dave. I don't think you can necessarily say that, because if you looked at the last preseason friendlies, I think Thomas Frank, by the looks of this lineup here against Arsenal, has made some decisions based off those performances against Wickham and Luton Town. He's gone for Odebear instead of Johnson. And also as well, he's gone for Bentancur, Sarr, and Bergvall as his first choice midfield. And now that we're coming up against better, higher quality opponents, I think we're going to start to see maybe some more actual, ideas of what maybe Thomas Frank wants his team to look like. So am I going a little too far with that, Dave? Or do you
No.
think this is why you and I sort of hold the same belief that, yes, to some degree, like maybe the first opening games of preseason, you can't read too much into things, but at the same time, I think there's a reason he's gone for this midfield. And I think there's a reason he might have gone for Odebear instead of Johnson today.
Look, Reading, Wickham, and Luton was all about giving players minutes, getting some fitness in the legs, and testing out some of the periphery of the squad that maybe he had doubts about, and he's done that. These games forward, Arsenal, Newcastle, Bayern Munich, this is time where you start putting out your best 11 and what you think is closest to your best 11 barring injuries in terms of building up to the season, trying to gather momentum, trying to get them partnerships going and stuff like that. These next few games, these are the games where you have to start judging this team. And I think, to your point, I think Vicario in goals, he's going to be the number one this season. Romero and Van de Ven will obviously be the first choice partnership. Porro will be the first choice right back. Kadogie's now out injured for a while, so which means Spence will come in at left back, and Bentancur will be the CDM, in my opinion. I think that is is the back five that Thomas Frank is more than happy to go with. I think that's what is going to be our base. And to be honest with you, I think it's a solid base. I think Bentancur
I
in
think
that
it's where
number
his
six,
strength is.
playing the role that he's playing, where he's almost playing that deep lying playmaker role. I think it makes us look a lot more solid, and he transitions the ball lovely. However, they better get another player in the door very quickly that can also add the same. Because if you start
Hopefully.
going into relying on Basuma and Archie Gray, that's where things are going to go tits up. And I don't want to hear people say it's up to Thomas Frank to fix. It's not. It's up to fucking Tottenham to fix in this transfer window. You look back at the games where Basuma's come on in the second half, he's been absolutely shit, and we can barely transition that ball out from the back. So that's glaringly obvious, and the transfer window's open, and it's a problem they can fix. I think when you look at Papa Matasar and Bergvall, I think they are fighting for their positions in midfield, because I do think when Madison comes back and he's fit, I think he walks straight back into that midfield. So I do think they're vying it out right now. And to be honest with you, I think Papa Matasar is taking the opportunity. I still see some mistakes from Bergvall, losing the
Yeah.
ball in deeper positions and stuff like that. Then you look into the forward line. I think there is where Frank is still trying to find the right combination. I think he's definitely going to be settled on Kudos as a starter. It's just finding the other components around it to try and make it work. But this is where I think Thomas Frank is just going to hit a brick wall. I don't think we have the right components to make it work. You've got two strikers that rely on surface into the box for them to go and compete with. But you've got wingers who want to dribble the ball and cut in and take shots rather than actually deliver that cross into the box. And that's where I think Ange Postecoglou ran into large troubles, and I also think it's where Frank's going to run into large troubles. Before we had Harry Kane who could do anything up front. So it doesn't matter what way you wanted to play out wide or what way you want to build up. Harry Kane could acclimatise and make it work and fit into that system. Dominic Solanke and Richarlison aren't that good. So they have to then, have to fit the system around them to get them to maximise the positions that they're in to score goals. And I think that's where the brick wall that Frank is constantly going to hit. That's why Brennan Johnson has gone further and further down the pecking order. Because not only does he not take on his man, he can't cross a fucking ball either. So that's why he's falling further and further down the pecking order. But these are the games now where you can't just keep going, it's pre-season. These are the games that are the build-up to that PSG game. And we all want to go in there with the best chance of trying to secure another trophy heading into the season. So we have to start taking stock of these games. But make no doubt about it, that back five is the back five that we're going to see going into the season. The rest in front of it may change depending on availability of certain players coming back.
I did say to Dermatron, I think he asked me, where can Spurs build, or what's, the foundation of this current Spurs team? And I said, you look at that back five, if Romero, Van de Ven, Porro, Udogi, even Jed Spence, I think that's like kind of the foundation of, the Spurs team. I think that's where we probably have our best players, and where the majority of those guys, I wouldn't necessarily really trade for other players in the Premier League. I do think that's a solid base for Thomas Frank to build around. The midfield, kind of, but it's more to do with potential than it really is with like here and now players. But it feels like the back five, or the defenders that we have to pick from, is really a good mix of players for the here and now as well as players for the future. And Thomas Frank, we know, a very solid defensive manager. I think that's where his base should be built. But then you look towards the forward line, it's the complete opposite story. It's not really a lot of guys that you're totally confident with for the future, but also not really a lot of guys for the here and now that you're really that confident with. So he definitely needs that improvement. And yeah, to my point that you were definitely touching on there, I just think the reason why you can't just write off preseason friendlies and just treat them like they're absolutely nothing. I think Thomas Frank has absolutely made decisions based off the previous preseason friendlies to decide his lineup for today. I think the
But it's
performances
decided
reflect
Mikey
that.
Moore's future. It's decided Alfie Devine's future. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. And I think even just that day of Luton Town and Wickham, Odebear was far, far better than Brennan Johnson was. I think that's the reason why Brennan Johnson is not starting this game. That's the reason why Odebear is starting this game. The reason why he hasn't gone with Basuma or Archie Gray is because Sarr and Bergvall were far better combination together than Archie Gray and Basuma were.
Yeah.
And, various other decisions.
Anyone
Of
worried
course.
about Archie Gray, Jack? He's not
I,
getting a ton of minutes. Postecoglou didn't really give him, maybe give him that chance in midfield. He hasn't really been given that chance this preseason. When he hasn't really lit the world apart or shone or stood out, and he hasn't really lived up to the reputation that he's arrived at Tottenham with, to be quite frank.
While you're away, I mean, I went on a, kind of said my conspiracy theory at the minute is that I don't think Archie Gray I think he's a long way from getting
He
into
needs a
this
loan.
midfield. But then this is the thing. I was talking to Rain Man about it on the fan show. Is like, I don't think you can loan a guy out that you've spent 40 million pounds on. I think that's already the sign of, someone that isn't necessarily hitting the marks that you would have expected someone to hit if you spent 40 million pounds on a player. Like if we'd spent 10 to 15 million, that would have been well and good. It's like, you know what, maybe he's not necessarily ready yet. Like, Bergvall, right? We spent what, 12 million or even less than that on the guy. If he needed a loan at this stage, you would have not really thought much of it. It's like, yeah, guy for the future, probably needs some time away. But Bergvall, to be fair to him, like you said, he's made some mistakes here and there, but he doesn't look nearly as uncomfortable in midfield as someone like Archie Gray does. Bergvall still plays with a lot of confidence, still really tries things, looks to try to get on the ball, doesn't have any problem getting on the ball and trying to make things happen. He just kind of has a mistake in him here and there, in possession. Whereas my issue with Archie Gray is that he struggles to get onto the ball, but then when he is in possession, he plays very, very safe and very negative as well when he does actually have possession. And then even defensively, I don't think he's really necessarily offered a whole lot. Look at that
Mm,
games that he's had it again in the Premier League. It felt like we were getting absolutely run through when he was playing as like a
yeah.
defensive midfielder there. So I'm kind of confused as to what he actually has to offer in the midfield. Of course, I'm going very, very soon on it. This is just kind of my conspiracy theory about Archie Gray, but I think he has a long way to go before he even gets close to what Pop Matasar, Lucas Bergvall have done in midfield. And the other point that I'll quickly make that I spoke about a few days ago as well, Dave, on the panel show as well as the fan show, I think at Spurs, you only get so many chances, really,
Yeah.
because it's a big enough club. You can't just say to somebody, oh, he just needs a run of games. He wasn't given a run of games. He needs to have 10, 12 games. It's like he got a fair amount of games towards the end of last season, and he's getting some minutes here in preseason. And he hasn't taken any of those opportunities when actually put
Yeah.
into the midfield. Whereas you look at Pop Matasar, for example, he was thrown into the deep end with Oliver Skip in that AC Milan game in the Champions League. The dude absolutely took it, and he's taken other games when given the opportunities before under Ange Postecoglou, even against Manchester United, right? Scored a big goal in the first few games of the season, was one of the main players in Ange Postecoglou's first season in charge. I think the same thing could be said about Lucas
Yeah.
Bergvall. Lucas Bergvall, yeah, he's had some shoddy games here and there, but he's also had some games where he's absolutely taken his opportunity and taken his chance, especially in the preseason, under Ange Postecoglou. Whereas I could not say that with Archie Gray. Like Archie Gray has not taken, maybe the opportunities have been few and far between, but you could say the same of Pop Matasar and you could say the same of Bergvall. They did take those chances when they were given to them, whereas
100%.
Archie Gray just hasn't. And that's my worry about the kid is like you only get so many chances. But then if you've also spent 40 million pounds on the guy and he hasn't necessarily taken any of those chances, I have worries. I have worries, about his future because I think by the looks of things, he's got a lot of center backs to pick from, Thomas Frank. So it's not like Archie Gray is going to be playing center back anytime soon. So he's at the minute going to be more of a backup by the looks of things. We're only
Look,
about 7 to 8 minutes away from kickoff here, everybody. So please do smash the like button. But yeah, Dave, thoughts on my conspiracy theory there?
no, look, look. Listening to you there, and I get what you're saying about paying the 40 million for Archie Gray. Are we really going to loan him out? I think the club have to wash their hands with it. That some of that is the English tax. You know what I mean? That is a real thing. But when it comes to Archie Gray, look, I think, don't get me wrong. I think there is a player in there. He done very well at centre back last year for Tottenham Hotspur when we really needed a guy to step up. And credit to him. But realistically, long term, I'm pretty sure he sees himself as a midfielder, and that's what we bought him for. He just hasn't lived up to the hype that came with him. I remember at the time when I went mad because we spent 40 million on him rather than addressing the problem in the first team, and I got absolutely slated across Twitter for about a week and across YouTube for about a week. Given time, where are them apologies? Because I was proven right. He hasn't and didn't come in and address the issues that I thought we would. I was skeptical that he was this amazing talent that everybody made out to be. And I just think when it comes to Tottenham Hotspur, we've really cultivated a problem here, Jack. We had a group of youngsters who come through the academy who are all of good quality, and I would argue I don't think any of the youngsters we've bought have shown to be levels above some of the youngsters that we've produced. And I think, on top of that, then we went and spent our money on youngsters rather than filling filling out the squad. So now we've got a bloated, oversized, massive squad. A lot of them are too young or just not at the right level to be able to go and compete now for what we need. And it's caused a huge headache because it means if we bring in players for the here and now, you are getting into the realms where you have to look at the likes of loaning Archie Gray out to make space and stuff like that. And I'm not sure Tottenham are prepared to do that. So I'm really concerned about how the end of this window is going to happen. But I do look at it and I think when I look at the options we currently have, I do think Tottenham should be looking to get into the market to bring in a midfielder of a certain calibre and a certain experience and look to loan Archie Gray out. I think keeping him around this season, I'm not sure is going to do him any justice or really help him kick on, to be quite frank with you.
I mean, with how little movement there's been in the transfer market, it's time for various conspiracy theories and stuff like that. So that was actually something I was talking about on the fan show and the panel show with some people, just to really pass the time and also just to strike some conversations, because there hasn't necessarily been any transfer activity to really speak of. But in case you guys did want to see the bench, you can obviously the starting lineup, but the bench is Kinski, Brandon Austin, who had a howler against Wickham, by the way, Kevin Danzo, Davis, Vuskovic, the best center back in the world, is on the bench. George Abbott, who played quite well actually against Wickham in comparison to Archie Gray.
I'm becoming a big fan of Abbott.
Yeah, I mean, that's another, just don't need to harp about Gray too long, but that's competition for him already, in that midfield technically, if you look at it, because he seems to be preferred ahead of some of the other academy products at the minute. George Abbott, he seems to be a little bit further along. Basuma, Abbott, Gray are your backup midfielders. Jamie Donnelly makes the bench, which is lovely to see. James Madison does make the bench, though, so that's actually a welcome sight. But of course, he's still coming back from injury. You wonder if he'll get any minutes at all heading into today. Youngman Hook makes the bench as well. Brendan Johnson, Son, and Tell. So those are your forward options. So many people in the house here. Really do appreciate you all. Again, if you can smash the like button for us, we would appreciate it. Please get into the comments. Let us know your thoughts on things. Of course, let me know if you disagree with my conspiracy theory on various things that have been going on, because like I said, not a lot of transfer activity to really speak of. So might as well just talk about whatever really comes to our minds here going into this season. But yeah, Dave, let me just get I'm trying not to use Spurs Play. We can use Spurs Play as a backup, but believe me, it's just an absolute shoddy website. So I'm trying to go with the Paramount Plus, for this time around, and we'll see if it works out.
My fringes.
Richarlison didn't really have the best of days. He's also kind of a guy that's got to hit the ground running, in my opinion, because against Wickham, I actually felt like he had service. He just didn't necessarily take any opportunities that were given to him. Odebear actually did a pretty good job of providing him opportunities here and there. He just didn't necessarily take them when they were kind of flown into the box for the likes of the players. So I mean, yeah, big day for Richarlison, I would say as well, because Solanke once again has found himself injured during preseason, and I kind of feel for the guy because he never had any injuries until he came to Tottenham Hotspur, and all of a sudden he's picking up injuries here and there. He's not even made the bench, Solanke.
It's shocking. It's shocking. And this is the thing, I hope everyone realizes you can't keep blaming the managers for these injuries. I'd love to see if people are going to be consistent and blame Frank for all these injuries now, just to be honest with you. Hopefully there's a recognition that, the medical department needs to be spoke about largely across all channels, and that we can try and get it fixed, because it's a disgrace.
Did you get the opportunity to ask Johnny about that? Or was he maybe already gone and off by then? Because I know he was very critical of Ange Postecoglou about the injuries.
No, actually, I didn't. I may bring him on. We may have a conversation with about that with Johnny. Not just Johnny. There's loads of people out there, though. There's loads of people out there. But no, the injuries is a concern, and that's the thing. We get a couple of injuries, we're back to where we were under Ange Postecoglou, and at that point, what do you want Thomas Frank to do?
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, everybody, I'm trying to maybe go without using the...
People are saying Paramount are not showing it.
Yeah, it's on Paramount, but it says it's on Paramount, but I'm not seeing it anywhere, so I'm going to have to quickly switch over to Spurs Play.
We've got CBS News.
I'm going to switch over to Spurs Play. Maybe it's here. I'm going to switch over to Spurs Play, and if it's not on Spurs Play... Oh, there we are. It's just not even... It's not even labeled, though. I had see that it said like soccer highlights, but it's not even labeled. So Spurs Play having a howler, Paramount Plus having a howler. Just shows why maybe these networks are all becoming dead and gone. Can't even get their own titles right.
Come on, Richie. Prove, brother. I really want Richie to score here today.
get the scoreboard up so you guys can sync up with me.
Come on, Big Rich. Let's go. Come on, Spurs. Let's not forget, Tottenham fans. Thomas Frank said this is not a friendly. He wants to go and win this game. So pride is at stake. Let's go and humble them before the season starts. Anyone being inspired by Frank's hair choice, by the way? Anyone gonna got the Thomas Frank in the barbers? Let me know.
Slim Frank, if anything, the guy, since being in Hong Kong, he doesn't, if anything, you would almost put a little bit of Ange Postecoglou's kind of thickness towards him, because the guy's absolutely slim. He's not got an ounce of fat on his body. Thomas Frank.
Yeah.
He's very
very well. Sure, with all these, he's a stats man, and
he needs to hit the weight room a little bit. That's what I'd say.
He probably has it worked out. If he has a cheeseburger, what else he needs to do for the week to maximize it?
Artist T from earlier, apologies, Artist T, saying there won't be any new players. We both know that. Listen, I'm holding out for Spurs still being able to sign people, but we spoke about it on the panel show. It does speak, though, once again, of a very Johan Lange window, and that they will probably be panic signings, towards bad giveaway already from
good defending.
I just we'll probably, like we did last time, where we signed Dominic Solanke days before the first game of the season. We signed Odegaard like after he'd already played a couple of games for Burnley. Odegaard might not have even known if he was going to be making a move to the Premier League or to a big club like Spurs. Like, I think we'll be seeing a very similar window to what we saw last summer under Johan Lange, where it's a lot of young players that are being signed, but then he holds out till the last minute to actually get any big money moves over the line, because he simply, in my opinion, struggles to get those big money moves.
The later you leave these big money moves, Jack, the more you end up paying.
And the more they scream panic, The more
the opposition, the more the selling club want more money, because it's right before a season, something they haven't planned for, and it's something that they have to go and fix, and then the prices is hiked on them fixing their problem and stuff like that. So it's just that's why it's easier to get these deals done earlier in the window, because clubs are more likely going to play a bit of ball with you because they have all summer to fix it.
Yeah. So, Artist T, I kind of half agree with you, but I do think there will still be signings made. But it's just, I do think they will be panic signings by my guess.
Free Willy.
And then Brett Loft, thank you so much for becoming a member, by the way, sir. Really do appreciate you. He's saying, Jack, be serious. We're not a big club. Come on. At the end of the day, we are a big club, man. We just don't behave like a big club, but we are a massive club.
Oh, we are a massive club. The parade
just
shows
don't
you
behave
that.
like one.
We just don't behave like one, and I think that's the massive difference there. But Brett, great Australian name.
And he also says, this looks like every other summer window. This is the springboard for success. We want to win the Champions League and the Premier League, but cut price relegation fodder players. Completely agree with you there, Brett.
That's why we're sitting here crying. Yeah. Everyone goes, guys, can you not be happy? Yeah, I want to be happy. I really do. Oh, brilliant from Pappy. Come on, Pappy. Good pass. Who can't get that under control? Kudos. Gives it away.
It is on Paramount, though, everybody. It's not labeled. You have to click into a soccer highlights, and then it's actually there.
Well done, Jedi. Come on.
So if you do want to watch it on Paramount, it is there for you guys. But it's not labeled or anything. Whoever's being paid on the Paramount crew today is really not worth their wage.
Big up the Jedi.
And then Ryan as well with the super chat saying, last year the injuries were on Ange. This year they are on the medical team. Oh my God, Ryan, come on now. Let's back Frank, and I hope Frank gets what he wants.
That's just biased.
That's just.
There's no way you. Do you know
if we win a trophy this year on Frank, he'll be like, it was because of Thomas Frank. Whereas last year, right, it was because of the players. It's just it. Ryan, I'm not sure.
No. Oh, just gone wide.
Ryan, I just wonder what Ange Postecoglou did to your misses. That's all I would say. Because the guy, I mean, he can't get Ange out of his head.
You can't blame one manager for the injuries and then not blame another. It's absolutely madness. At the end of the day, I think what you should concede, Rhino, is me and Jack were spot on in the first place. It's due to the medical department and stuff like that. And we were told that when Romero, Van de Ven, and fucking Richarlison all had to go back to their national teams to get fixed.
Some sketchiness to begin the game, though.
Not a good start. We haven't got outside our half.
Can Kudus get here? Yes, he does.
Cootie.
Well done, Kudi.
Well done. Good strength there to hold it up. It's whipped out to Porro. He's going to whip it in. It's back post. Oh, Raya just plucks it right off Richarlison's head. Now it's Declan Rice on the ball. Rice, baby, moving forward. Someone take the fucker out. I don't care if it's pre-season. You've allowed him to travel 60 yards. Ball's gone out to the Miles Skelly.
Yeah, so they've gone with a version of their strongest lineup as well.
All 11 men behind the ball. We're sitting a bank of 4 with a bank of 2. So 4-2-4 out of possession. Not trying to give any Arsenal any space to try and play between the lines here. Trying to make them go down the sides. Bergvall comes out, tries to close it down. It's a ball out to Saka. He tried to face up Jed Spence. Jedi Spence tackler forces him backwards. And now Arsenal are back playing it across the box again.
Jed Spence given the responsibility of Saka.
Go on, get out there.
Ben White crosses it in.
Oh, well done. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Thank you. Don't you fucking dare. Thank you, ref. Come on. Now we're starting to get a foothold in the game here. Big up, everybody. Good to see everybody in. Hopefully you're keeping well.
Rain Man just following up. Yeah, I completely agree with you, Rain Man. It was a good conversation, you and I. Thanks for contributing to my conspiracy theory on Mr. Archie from earlier, Rain Man. I appreciate that. It was a good combo that you and I had.
Ball out to Porro. Porro goes long, tries to hit the channel. Richarlison nowhere near it. Fuck me. Surely that's something they've worked on as an outball. How is one of like?
So someone's not on the same page there, or
that's the
Porro
problem.
had nowhere to go.
An instruction. If the ball's at the fullback's feet and Arsenal have pressed us and gone well, hit the channels with the ball, which means Richarlison or one of the wingers have to fucking get out there. No point in hitting it into fresh air and going, here you are, come back at us. There we go, Lukey. Come on. Or Richarlison even. He's both got blonde tops now. It's hard, and Porro. It's hard to tell now, especially when we're watching, 1960s camera footage here from CBS. It's gone long. It's over the top. Come on, Jedi. You got the pace. Burn him. Hit my shoulder.
Oh, lovely. Lovely from Jed. Lovely from Jed.
Fuck it. We don't need to go on the market and buy a left back. Spence will do.
Daniel Levy watching this performance from Jed so far.
Ben, good to see you, buddy. Hopefully you're keeping well. How are you keeping? How's your summer been, lad?
Shoving the back on Bergvall. Referee lets him away with it.
Come on, Rigo. Leave one. It's preseason. It's time to
leave. Obvious shove in the back, though. Referee's absolutely got to call that.
Arsenal absolutely dominating possession here in the first 6 to 7 minutes. Tottenham really struggling to get any sort of possession going here. Arsenal knocking it about comfortably. That's it, Porro. Chase him down. Come on, Richie. Be more firm there, Richie. It's a North London derby.
We made it to 6 minutes, says Lupercal.
It's a long one over the top. Oh, it's tucking down well. Fuck me. Where's our centre-backs gone there? No high line and he still can't.
Oh, my Lord.
Got away with one there. Stop crying, you pussy. Oh, get up. Who's that mouth? Martinelli, is it? Shocking.
I think he's just slipped there. It's amazing that finally, are we getting an offside call? That late.
Very late.
By the looks of the things, the Hong Kong assistant referees in Thailand, he's so far behind the play.
Come on, Romulus. Let's find a good pass. Come on, Frank. Why is he standing there with his arm folded? There we go. That's more like it. I need to see him do this. This is what he was brought in to do.
Well, he's done more arm movements than Ange Postecoglou's done all season so far.
Getting concerned there. The arms folded. I was getting worried for Jack's blood pressure.
Vicario pumps it long again.
Someone get around Richarlison.
Get onto it, Kudus. Well done, Kudus. Sir!
Ref, they're all over him. Fucking hell.
He doesn't go down.
Pulling his pants down.
That's fair play to him. He doesn't go down. Oda Sauce.
Come on, Billy. Tries to pull it back to, I don't know who that was inside, Pappy.
Well done, Oda Sauce.
Corner kick to Tottenham Hotspur. Come on, this is our bread and butter. Come on, Rami. That's much better, though. Richarlison competing for the ball. Good players getting around him to pick up the breaking ball. Absolutely brilliant from Kudus.
Really well played by Kudus there. He's just a magnet towards the ball. It just doesn't seem to ever get away from him.
John O, K32, Gary Becks, Limpy Down Under, Cyprus Spurs, Frank Such, Rains. Good to see you all, Rain Man. Great to see you all in the house. Looper call as well. Super chat there from Rhino we'll get to in a minute. I just want to see Tottenham score from this set piece. Come on, Porro. Let's get a good delivery in here. Nice and flat. Right onto the head of one of the big boys. Pedrito. Not bad delivery. Oh, there it is blocked off the line. Oh, it's gone
Oh
all
my
the way through
lord!
and
I
hit the
thought that was
post from Porro.
Burlington.
Whoever challenged Rhea was absolutely brilliant there. He put him right off, and then Richarlison, I think, follows up with a header at the back post, and it's blocked on the line. It's good defending by Arsenal, to be fair. It's gone all the way through, has it? Yeah, not a touch.
Oh my lord!
Who holds off the keeper there? Van de
Van de
Ven. That's
Ven, I
fucking
think.
genius. And he does it without fouling him as well. It's it's off the post. You can't make it
Oh
up.
my god! It's bounced. It's literally almost bounced inside the 6-yard box and nearly bounced into the goal. Would have been an incredible delivery from Porro. It was an incredible delivery, almost.
I take him out.
Well play from
Brilliant
Star.
from Pappy.
What a challenge.
And he's motoring forward here. He
Sir!
needs help. He's gone down, wins the free kick. Well done. Brilliant from Papa Matasar. Absolutely brilliant. The general. We've got this super chat from Ryan Treston where there's break in play. Ange done all of us dirty and he hurt my feelings for this club, but he also kicked my cats. And when Frank wins a trophy, it will be the best day of my life. I don't want to have to remind you of this, but Ange did bring home a Europa League trophy, yeah, Ryan.
So it wasn't the best day of your life when Ange won it, but it will be when Frank does.
Right, and I think the best thing for you to do now is just admit you're biased towards against Postecoglou, and then we can move forward. Oh, it's a good ball by Spence in behind here. Come on, Winnie, he's got the pace. Hold it up. Take your time. Take your time. You got Lucas. Oh, wrong option. You got Lucas Bergvall there. Just use the kid.
He's got Lucas here. He did have Richarlison and Kudus there, both kind of alone in the penalty area. He's got to find one of them. It's a really good ball from Jed Spence.
Tarrant Spurs saying hard work by Papa Matasar in the offseason is really paying off. Look,
yeah, he was working out a ton during the offseason, from what I could tell.
I'm one of them. I think if you've got a good preseason, I think if injury doesn't take you out like it done to Kulu last season, I think you go into the season and have a good campaign, to be honest with you. I think it shows that you're motivated.
Yeah, I think the guy's shown he can be in incredible shape.
Another corner, another in swinger. Is he going to go for goal again?
Back post.
Ooh, straight into Ray's hands. He read it this time. That's it, Richarlison. That's absolutely brilliant on Raya. Leaves one on him as he goes to throw it out.
Good strength from Kudus. Really good strength from Kudus.
Fuck you, Rice. Fuck off.
Really good strength from Kudus. Holding off Declan Rice. Not an easy task.
He provides me what I need, this Kudus guy. You wouldn't see Brennan Johnson do that.
Already working harder in preseason than Johnson ever will.
Yeah. Big up, Chris Baum. Good to see you. Big up, Big T. Fat Tony as well. Michael W. Echo Man. Great to see all you in. K32 wants to know what jerseys people are wearing today, guys. By the way, I've seen a new retro top of this. Half zip. Different colours. Think I'm going to get it. So I think I might have a new top for the season. Think that's going to be my top. Porro goes long with the throw-in. Well held up by Kudos again. That's brilliant. There's 3 players around him, 4 players around him. Still comes out with the ball.
It's amazing. He still comes out with it there. Like, again, just stays glued to him. He didn't really have anywhere to pass it to.
Arsenal tried to go long over Porro's head. It's a bit boring when you don't go and press the ball, though, no? A bit bored watching this.
I'm more of a defensive-minded person anyway, so I do kind of prefer it, and as long as we don't...
This is going to teach me patience, I'm not going to lie.
I think you just have to channel your Conte days. You know?
Yeah, but with Conte, I believed he was going to win me something. You know, he had the history behind him. So I could sort of tolerate it to a certain degree. Well done, Bergvall. Come on, keep it in, Porro. Ah, brilliant. All the way back to Romulus. Back to Vicario. They're going to put pressure on him here now. Well, nice into Bentancur. Onto Romero.
So smooth, Bentancur.
He's just so good in possession. He knows when to take a touch, when to
good ball from Porro.
Well on, Kudus. Fucking well.
Again, yeah, the hold-up play from Kudus.
God, he's giving me such a chubby.
He's so good with his back to his defender.
That's it, Romulus. Calculate the next pass. Goes
Tries
long
to play
into
out.
Richie. Wins the header. Can he get on the end of it? No one really gambled in behind him winning it.
We are also we're far more happy to go direct.
It's a ball in behind for Saka. Surely he's off. Come on, Lionel. Fucking put that up. Well done.
And Jed Spence is like, I'm not tracking back with this one. Yeah. Do your job now this time, please.
Yeah, just do your job. Exactly.
What's interesting, though, you can also already tell, and I think we could see that in the other games. Oh, playing a version of a high line there. You can tell.
On the halfway line, by the way, people.
Yeah, exactly. Even Thomas Frank, everybody complained about Ange's high line, but Thomas Frank right there employing a high line. But you can also tell, though, maybe compared to Ange, we are so much more eager to go direct when need
Yeah.
be.
Oh, yeah.
We
Yeah.
don't
We're
deliberately
not
play
playing
out from the
ourselves
back
into
every time.
trouble.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're not doing it very well playing direct, but you can tell that we are. Really
We
good
just
challenge
need
from Bentancur.
we just need to try and get that forward area right. We get that right, we'll be a decent outfit. Oh, come on, Kudus, hold it up. We got Porro now. Oh, that's a good layoff. Take a touch, Porro, deliver it. Goes back to
Bentancur
Rodrigo
asked for it.
Bentancur. Now you deliver it. Come on, Rodrigo. Just wants to get on the ball and play. Back to Porinator. All the way back to Romulus. We're just going to keep possession here, keep Arsenal penned back.
Yeah, give ourselves a breath, if anything.
Yeah,
It's been
a
a
little
bit
break
end to
here.
end.
Just roll it across the back line.
Good
That's a good
ball.
ball. Pappy, oh, that's a great pass by Pappy. Out to Porro. Decides not to cross it. Pulls it back. On to Romy. Romy into Bentancur. A lovely little touch and a graceful pass out to Porro. Back to the Benton class. Another little one through the lines into Kudos. Back to Porro. There's about an ocean there across the fucking thing. Kudos trying to face up two Arsenal players. Back to Porro. Let's go down the left now. Let's get it out to Willie. Here we go. On to Van der Ven. Out to Spence. Avoid Spence. Straight into Wilson's feet. Shit touch. Wins a throw in though, surely. Yes. Al Ben with the super chat. Good to see you, Al Ben. Hope we buy a left winger. Need better than Udebur.
I think Odebear is a good alternative option for certain games, but if he's going to be, if right now it's between him and Johnson, it's worrying.
Look,
I think
I
Kudus
agree.
has already established himself by the looks of things.
I think Tell, Udebur, Johnson, not sure they're going to give us what we need. You know, my only hope is that Kulu maybe can come back from injury and pick up a bit of slack down that left-hand side.
But
It's a
Oda
great turn.
Sauce.
It's a great turn.
He's got the skills though, Oda Sauce. Jed.
I do. What I would say is, Al Ben, if we are letting Sonny go, I would like us to invest in someone Kudos level, to be honest, or better. You know, out on the left-hand side, I think it would really help us out. And then you can give Udebur and Tell the time to develop and come off the bench and impact games, which would more suit their style of play. Fast, direct.
You can tell the ability Oda Sauce has, though.
Ref, he's holding on to him.
No complaints from Kudus.
It's a good idea from Bentancur. That's better. He's feeling it, Jack. This guy's going to have a phenomenal season.
Man, he's looked ready straight away. He looks like he could step into the Premier League right now.
Right, interesting. Yeah, I am biased towards Angie. He was rubbish, and I'm a Frank lover, and I say it loud. I'm proud. Frank is my manager. Well, there you are. We finally got to the bottom of it after 2 years.
Oh, no, Romero.
Oh, no.
Poor from Romero. Very poor.
Back from, who's that, Porro? Brilliant.
Romero even apologizes to Porro. Good tracking back from Porro there.
Porro bailed him out. Good reading from Porro as well. That's poor from Romero. You got to go.
He touches it on to Declan Rice. He nearly got the assist, Romero.
It's poor from Mickey Van der Ven as well. If you're going to come out like that and go and compete, you got to go and win it. It's poor decision making there from Mickey Van der Ven. And to be honest with you, I think it was the Reading game. He misjudged a lot of the high balls as well.
Yeah.
It's poor from Romero, don't get me wrong. He's got to tidy that up better for his centre half. But if Mickey Van der Ven's going to challenge, he's got to go and win it. If not, he's entering the realms of Radu Dragosin, and he's not that bad. Arsenal go with a short corner. Back out to Rice. Hesitant to cross it. Moves on to Skelly into Udegaard.
Back post.
Back post. Way.
Lino doing his job again. There he is.
Hey.
Shawnee Maddox saying you act as if it was a mystery, Dave.
What was a mystery?
Saying I think Ryan's bias.
No, I knew it was never a mystery. I tried telling Ryan, 2 weeks into Ange Postecoglou had a bias against him. He just wouldn't admit it. Now we've got to the bottom of it. It's never a mystery. I just wanted him to admit it, Shawnee.
Yeah, he sat down in the therapist chair and we finally got it out of him.
Come on, Willie. Challenge for that, Willie. Can't just let him have a free header back to the keeper there. Ben White tries to play it forward, puts his player in trouble.
Bentancur again.
Well done. Referee, that's soft as shit.
Also,
20
you
minutes in.
you can tell that what's funny as well. You can tell the money making exercise between Spurs and Arsenal here is that we have a special edition Hong Kong
Yeah,
jersey,
yeah.
to sell, which
The
is like a
numbers are
thing.
special. They're
That's
from
a
a local
very
artist.
American thing. They do that for like all-star games and like stuff like that, right? Or like special occasions. They'll put out like an extra jersey just for one
Yeah,
game only.
it's ridiculous.
It's just very
Anything to
funny.
make money.
And Arsenal obviously haven't done one. They're using their new jerseys and that's it. Really well done though by Barracks. And he gives it
Ah,
away
for
though.
fucking this kid so frustrates me. There's a real player in there, but he just does some dumb things. Come on, Poro, close him down. Oh,
Well done, Kudus.
Kudus. That's
Helping
fucking
out his
unbelievable
fullback there.
tracking back.
Oh, look at him going forward as
Which leaves
well.
Poro so much more or less exposed. You know that? It's fucking brilliant from Kudus. Johnson really needs a wake-up call in that department. That's brilliant. Oh, that's a good ball out to Spence. Spence just play it back. Ah, he does
Good
Saka
touch.
there.
Fine Van de
He
Ven.
absolutely does him with the touch.
Well done from Van de
Oh,
Ven.
Mickey, that's unbelievable. 2 foot. He used 2 feet to play out there. Spence into Udeber. Ah, come on.
He's got to hold that up better.
Got to be stronger
Sure.
there, kid.
He's got to hold that up better, Odebear.
Just got to be stronger. Get in front of your man, hold it up, lay it off, and go again. He's trying to take it side on, which makes you weaker. You got to get in front of your man and hold your body and your arms out like that. Make yourself bigger so he can't come round and nick it. Honestly, some of the basics these days just don't enter their head. Oh, well done, Bent.
Good time here.
Lovely.
Get turned, Bents.
He just relieves all the pressure when he's on the ball in that deeper position. No one gets near him.
He's just unfazed.
No one gets near him. His first touch is exquisite. You try to get near him, he pops it round. He's brilliant in there.
That's why I understand why we need another number 6 to compete there, but it's just he does ooze class and composure.
Yeah. What you want is someone that sits in and sort of does the dirty work. Let him get around the pitch, side to side and just sort of pick it up and transition the ball. Vicario. It's a bit wayward, that one.
It's the right idea, the right area, just not executed well enough from Vicario.
We sucked
that would have gotten us out if he had played that well. We actually would have been out.
2-on-1. 2-on-1.
It's the right idea.
The Arsenal fan needs to chill out.
Yeah, I wonder if Hong Kong have actively gone against, our Korean man.
A lot more Arsenal fans out there.
Yeah, a lot of Arsenal fans in Hong Kong.
New Arsenal go along.
Shows if I ever go to Asia, I won't head there.
Romulus. He's a fucking assassin. He's an animal. Good ball into Kudus. Come on, all that space, kid.
Sir!
We'll have a yellow. We'll have a yellow card, please. You got to protect him at some point. They're just dragging out of him. Honestly, it's like he's in a nightclub and all the birds are after him. Them out there pulling on him. It's a joke.
What's actually funny about that too, though, is that it looked like he kind of made the wrong touch at first, where he kind of touched it back into danger, and then he still gets out of it, by making that touch just to get away from Skelly. It's just, again, the kid's ability to dribble is just incredible. Like, it looked like he made the I think
he makes Skelly look like a kid. You know what I mean?
It's just, that's why I found it funny about that. It looked like he made the wrong touch, and then he actually was able to get out of it.
Well done, Mickey.
We might have, though. They were doing a replay, and it looked like there was a good chance there for Spurs all of a sudden in the box. And it looks like we might have missed it.
Testy mate says, is it a friendly or not at all? Well, no, I'll judge them. Thomas Frank said this isn't a friendly one and they want to win this game. So I'll judge the team accordingly off that. Chop Liver with the super chat. Big yourself up. Really appreciate support. Says, big up, lads. Here's to a better ride this season. Son, good to be back. Come on, you Spurs. I hope it's a better ride this season. I hope it's a better roller coaster in that regard. I would like to see us put a lot more consistent points on the board rather than lose every week, to be quite frank with you. And to be honest with you, the bar was set quite low in terms of Premier League in that regard. So,
yeah,
honestly, it would take a specialist in failure to come in and do worse than that.
It was, obviously it was all made better by winning, such a prestigious trophy, but it just needs to be, I think just the problem is that we found ourselves only looking forward to one competition, and that was like the last 3 to 4 months of the season. That just can't happen again. As good as it was to actually win it, there were times where Dave and I were kind of going into the Premier League games. We could just sort of tell by the mood that people only cared about the Europa League. This
Yeah.
might have been the chance from earlier.
Yeah, this is it. Kudos.
Did he go for a shot?
Yeah, he's left
Yes,
it
he
too
did,
long
and
to
it
have
got
the shot.
blocked,
Yeah.
and then it almost fell to Richarlison. Really appreciate the support, Chopped Liver Man. And I think it
How was
will
your
be a
summer,
better
Chopped?
roller coaster ride. I hope it is.
How's your summer, Chopped Liver? Let us know. 25 minutes in, still 0-0. Look, not great going forward, but we don't look like conceding, to be fair. Here we go. Out to Porro. Let's use this space. Let's kill him now. Go down Skelly's side. He's injured. Oh, Kudos has got in behind Skelly. It's a good ball. Can he get there?
Heavy hit by Porro.
Slightly
Good idea
overhit.
again, though.
I like that, though, testing Skelly. I like that movement from Kudos, though. He drops and then moves in behind. You know, it's brilliant from Kudos. He's had a good opening 25 minutes. Even defensively, he's been brilliant.
Good pressure
That's
from
it, now
Bergvall.
we're waking up. Here we go. Get the press on. Come on, Lukey. He's gone long. He's gone out for a throw-in.
Way.
Brilliant. Now we've got them rattled. Now we've got them where we need them.
Kudus might have even injured Lewis Skelly with that dribble from earlier. Because it looked like he needed treatment.
That red AA keeps messing up all our kits. Well, thank God it's not on the black one. I would have destroyed it. That black kit is gorgeous, by the way. I'd sleep in that. I'd go on a date in that, to be honest.
Use it at the nightclub. Oh, see, this is again. Kudus just switch a play. Have you ever seen Johnson ever do what he's just done there?
He couldn't even attempt that in his dreams. Them dreams would be too big for him. Here we go. Out to Spence.
One touch, huge switch of play across the pitch. And it got us out of trouble as well.
It's into his path. It's in a forward motion where he can run onto it. It's just into, do you know what I mean? It's the weight of it. Oh, he does, Skelly. That's going to be picked up on Twitter.
Going for the skill show here.
That's going to be all over Twitter tonight.
He's going for FIFA Street.
Yeah. Oh, they need to bring back that game, by the way.
Get Kudus in the game. Get Kudus on the cover.
Kudus alongside Ronaldinho. Van de Ven. Into Spence. We're starting to get a lot more possession here. I feel like we're going to knock on the door again soon. Back to Vicario. Scrap that. Into Bentancur. It's brilliant again. He just knows the guy's up his hole. Don't take the damn touch. Straight back to him. It's brilliant. Relieves the pressure. For Vicario to go along and give it straight fucking back to him.
Get there, Rich.
Come on, Rich. Come on, you're hungry. You're hungry.
Get there. Oh, yes.
He is hungrier.
Kudus.
Oh, that's a
Richie,
dirty challenge.
find him, sir.
That's another dirty challenge. That's 2 by that fucker.
Oh, you got to play.
Go on, Wilson. Have it. Have it, Wilson.
Oh!
Yeah, it's on the post. Oh, unlucky, Wilson. We'll have the free kick now, ref. We'll have to call it back. Richarlison and Kudos there. Absolutely brilliant work from the two of them. Look at them, just digging it out, grinding it out. 2 dirty challenges. Unlucky from Wilson. It's a good touch. He uses the player just to bend it round him. Ray, I think, gets his hand to it, does he? No.
Maybe it takes a touch off the inside of the heel. Clever from Odegaard. I thought he was going to shift it onto his left, but he, like you said, he used Ben White as a decoy.
Yeah, as a cone. Yeah. It's going to be a Kudos delivery here. Referee.
Oh my God, how have we not scored?
There's no way Richarlison's just cleared that off the line.
I think he has.
There's absolutely no way. And by the way, I'm pretty sure I just seen Raya grab Van de Ven by his hair. Richie. Oh my Lord. You're taking the piss.
Kudus, what a delivery.
Again, they've had him off.
How is Bergvall not jump for it? It goes right over Bergvall's head.
Again,
oh my Lord.
It's come off the
Richarlison
post
somehow missed that. He's just missed it.
But it's come off the post. I think that's a bit, you know.
He was inside the post, Richarlison. All he had to do was just let it bounce off his dick and it would have gone in. Just let it bounce off any body part. It goes in.
Do you know what the good thing is? We look like we're looking to score direct from corner kicks.
Yeah, we look dangerous from them.
Hit the post now from corner kicks. One from Kudos, one from Porro.
We're doing something that's causing Arsenal
an assassin
problems.
From set pieces.
We're doing something that's causing Arsenal some major
Van de
problems.
Van de Ven's getting. If you look at both set pieces, Van de Ven's in front of the goalkeeper, making his body big, which means Ray can't come out. He's holding them up. And
the crazy thing, Dave, these are like they're bouncing in the 6-yard box. That's insane.
A lot of Arsenal's defensive set pieces, Ray comes out and claims and relieves the danger. If we can pin him to the line like Van de Ven is doing, they're susceptible.
Great
The only one
challenge for
that
Star.
the only one corner we haven't done anything from is the one where we've allowed Ray to come out and claim. The rest of the times, Van de Ven's held them off, and we've nearly scored from them.
Get it
Vicario
pumped.
goes long again. Stop pumping
Come
it
on,
straight down
Richie.
the fucking middle. Oh,
Ooh.
Ray, pick that up, Bergval. Have it.
Smart.
Spence.
Yeah, I don't know, Dave, though. I feel like for Charleston, just let it just bounce off any of your body parts.
Yeah.
And it goes in. It did look like he nearly saved it off the line.
Oh, should be 1-0.
We've hit the post. We've hit the woodwork like 3 times.
Yeah, Udebar hit it as well. 3 times we've hit the post now.
Yeesh. 2 of them from set pieces, and then the other one from Odysseus.
Knocking on heaven's door.
Romero has to clear it, but Bentancur is going to have to recover here.
Matt May, who says,
well done.
Dave, mate, how many fucking times have you said over recent years that we just aren't clinical enough in front of goal? Keep up the great work, lads. Look, that's why I tried to warn about selling Harry Kane and letting Son go without replacing them. But look, we'll get there eventually, 10 years down the line.
But yeah, I mean, it is something to look out for because I did feel like Richarlison wasted some chances against Wickham, and he needs to take his chances here today.
Oh, he's going to cut in and have this. He's going to bang it.
Well done, Porro. Good tracking back by Porro.
And Kudos is there to help him out again, chasing it down. Brilliant. Kudos' defense. That's one thing I didn't mention or even consider looking at when we signed him or speaking about
whether he would work hard
there and helping out the fullback. He is on it.
Well done, Bentancur.
Bentancur, that's quality. We'll have a red there on Saka, please, ref. That's vicious.
Got past Jet Spence there, but Bentancur took a hard knock.
He went between the 2 of them there, didn't he? Spence and Udebar. Udebar's lazy there. That's brilliant from Bentancur. That's fucking exceptional reading of the game. It's exactly what you want from your number 6.
Him and Pop Montessori have broken up play really well in this game.
Yeah.
If anything, probably want to see a bit more from Bergval.
Yeah.
If anything, Daniel Levy should be looking at Bentancur being hurt here as the sign to get that number 6 in.
Get ready, fucking Ballouma to come on. Oh, no. Come on, get the magic spray out on the sponge. Used to do all... It's amazing that, innit? Magic spray and sponge used to get fuck all injuries. Now they've got all this modern technology shit. Now everyone's injured. Sometimes it's just a trick in the mind. You just got to need to spray that deep heat on it and say, you're okay, get up. Never done me any harm.
Don't you agree, though, Dave? Like, if seeing Bentancur just be injured, then all of a sudden you're, like, reminded. It's like, oh, yeah, we don't have anyone nearly on his planet that could come in.
Yeah.
It's just the moment you would see Basuma or Archie Gray come in, you just know it's going to be a huge drop off in terms of ability.
Well, you're going to end up defending most of the game. It's quite as simple as that because they'll just keep giving away the ball and they can't transition it as good.
We might need to just start
under intense pressure.
We might need to start investing in an AI Bentancur or something to come in. We just.
Well, I am working on getting back into shape. I'm pretty sure I can fill in the net.
Dave, you could probably Dave, you could get the same haircut as Bentancur as well. It's short.
I'm the Maverick. I think I might just go Thomas Franks just for a laugh. Imagine me with that on top of my head. Guys, let me know if you think that Thomas Frank would suit me. You all said the blonde tips wouldn't suit me. Let me know if you think Thomas Frank would suit me.
Maybe Thomas Frank would be too jealous. He's saying only I can have that haircut.
All right, come on, let's get play underway now, guys. Bentancur's good. Let's go.
I'd say Kudus has probably been one of the best performers so far. I'd say Bentancur and Sarr as well. And then
I think the 2 fullbacks have done well, though.
Yeah, defensively.
Play.
Defensively, especially.
It's pre-season. We don't have to wait for the referee to say, come on, just send them on. It's fucking made up tournament. Fuck me. Vicario pumps it long. There we are. Straight in the opposition half. Go on, Richie.
Sir.
Big Rich. Not enough players gambling in behind on him winning that. He's good in the air, Richie.
Looked like he also kind of took a big knock there.
That's it. Bergvall chased the shit out of that. Forces Ray along. Let's see if we can turn this over. Well done,
Done,
Spence.
Jed.
Dominate, sack in the air. Oh, that's some tidy touches by Udebur. He's done the job, won the free kick. Ref giving it. Lionel, well done. He's a yiddo. He is a Spurs fan, this Lionel. He's giving us everything. He is, Jack. He's giving us everything.
That's well spotted. Yeah, that is a foul. Oh, that is a foul.
Rising tide. The magic sponge never done me any harm. That's debatable, Dave. Fair. Good. RST, what does he say?
Go vintage Ginola with the hair, Dave.
Ginola, do you know what? I'd love to pull off a Ginola. I think, do you know what? I just wonder. That's where I think Expression should have asked him in the press conference. Do you take inspiration on your hair from David Ginola? That's what should have been asked. Because he's sort of got the half Ginola, if you know what I mean, guys.
I'm still all in for Dave to get the blonde top, says Rain Man. Bentancur was given a yellow card for taking out.
That's brilliant.
Saka,
Takes
maybe
him
a
out
bit of revenge.
A slap in the ribs as well.
Yeah, maybe a bit of revenge.
Now he's turned into Limp Saka. Limpy. That's it. Look, well done, referee. Don't give him any yards. Tend to go back even further. Declan Rice is going to deliver this in on the 35th minute mark. See if Tottenham can deal with this. Spencer's on overload at the back post here. I'm not liking this. Declan Rice delivers an outswinger and it's cleared by Sarr. Rice picks it back up. Plays it across the Kiwa. Goes long.
Surely
not
it's out of play. Saves it.
Saka does
Saka.
well to keep in. Odegaard.
You are right by saying Bergvall almost is pushing out to press, almost like he's a second striker at times. Gabriel Martinelli cutting inside. Richarlison tracking back.
We're just a bit disjointed in terms of after this free kick. We need the ball to go dead and get everyone back in positions. Get out there. Get out there, Pappy.
Well done.
Well done.
And clears it.
Trying it again to come down. Oh, well, not that out of bar. Does well initially to read it, and then it just takes his eye off. Oh, that's fucking brilliant from Van der Ven. Ref.
Thank you, sir.
That's brilliant from Mickey Van der Ven there. Well read. Picks up the free kick as well, relieves the pressure.
I'm starting to believe that AI could do a better job than Johan Lange as harmless potato. Yeah, ChatGPT. Can we get ChatGPT as the new director of football?
Al Dante says people should be looking to get the Dave cut. I agree.
Probably Vicario has the closest haircut to Dave, you would say, in the team.
Yeah, I think if Romulus grew a beard, he'd be inspired by me. Oh,
good touch from Richarlison.
That's good play from Richarlison.
Bergvall takes way too long. Way too long.
Oh, man.
Just too many touches. Pedro Porro, big switch of play. David Beckham-esque from Porro.
Oh, it's beautiful. Well,
Odegaard. Wrong option.
Good. Takes it down out of the air, lovely, and then just does that. Bentancur picks it up.
Almost like a Paul Scholes pass from Porro there. Just a huge switch of play. Oh, lovely from Romero.
Sarr
can he find Kudus?
Bergvall. Onto Kudus. Let him run at Skelly.
Well done, Kudus.
Draws players in. Fucking brilliant.
Gets us up the pitch, yeah. Lovely.
Oh, he's off, is he? No, he's on. It's poor return, though. He's off.
Yeah, Bergvall, I would say, is the one that's been off it compared to Bentancur and Sarr. Sarr and Bentancur have been class. Bergvall just a little bit off it.
Lee Moody thoughts I should get my hair done by whoever scores first for Tottenham today. It could be a good omen ending into the season. Jack should grow to Lucas Bergvall.
Yeah, would love to look like Lucas Bergvall. There's Sonny getting his customary
He better fucking turn up today.
Yeah, only.
Ah, well done, Rami. Fucking strong on the ref. Again, he's got his number now. He's gripping his number. Oh my god.
Thank you, ref. I was going to say, are we going to get a foul call at some point? Kudus was
I
being
thought he
fouled.
was just allowing it to play there for a minute.
Someone tell Norgard to fuck off.
He's
Kudus was being fouled and he wasn't given anything. And then
Kudus may as well have been strip searched there, Jack. Do you fucking had his jersey? This cameraman loves the Arsenal players. Can we watch the fucking game? I've seen more Martinelli and Rice, off the ball than what I've seen fucking game time. Good ball, Richie. It's a simple one to hold up, kid. Well done from Pappy there. Come on, let's work a move here now, Spurs. Romulus. Back to Big Vic. Vic, good ball out to Jed Spence.
Nowhere to go for Jed, but maybe takes too long. Took too long there to make a decision.
Wins it back, though. Don't you dare, ref. Fuck you.
Maybe Jed Spence took too long. Make a decision. He didn't have a lot of good options, but he did win that, though.
I think he was looking for Bentancur as the outball, but they followed the track Bentancur's run there.
Yeah.
Didn't allow that outball. Something that Spurs are going to have to, if teams do end up doing that to us, something that we have a contingency plan for.
Free kick for Declan Rice. Cleared away by Kudus. And look at him pushing out as well. Yeah, he's showing off that he can work hard for the team. He's not leaving anything to...
No, yeah. He's working his nuts. Oh, well, held again. Lay it off.
Get rid of it. Just get rid of it, sir.
Ref.
Probably
if you could just lay that off instead of drawing the free kick, we're out.
Yeah, if he just gave it off to Sarr. Sarr could have been able to play. I think it was Richarlison in behind.
Yeah.
But again, you can just Kudus' hold that play. It's like almost like watching a striker. It's like watching a striker the way he holds it up.
Something badly last season. Just that consistency in terms of the hold up play. When the ball goes into Kudus, I have every faith he's holding it up. When it goes into others, I feel like it's coming straight back.
The way he holds it up, it makes you feel like 100 men versus one Kudus. You're just kind of like, it's almost impossible to get the ball off.
But it's old school, though, Jack. You look at the way Kudus holds it up, right?
Dangerous, though.
1 second.
What a challenge from Romero.
Bye-bye. He does him dirty there. Oh, that's Phil. No, Bergval. Oh, that's a good ball. Into Richie. Richard, fucking hell. Jesus Christ, Richarlison. But, Jack, when you watch Kudus hold up the ball, right, he gets his body in front of his man. He's strong. That's where some of our other players go wrong. They're trying to hold it side on. Kudus just simple. Body in front of the man like that. Makes himself wide. Makes himself big. Holds it up. That was filthy by Romero, by the way. Not only does he take one out, he also skins them. People loving that from exactly, Michael. That's why we need Romulus.
From Romero.
Dante with the Rambam. Oh, go on, Willie.
Good idea. Sir.
That's ours. Let's come off there, defender.
No, maybe it took a touch. I think he hit it off of Odebear. But, I mean, Romero, to keep it in as well, he won the challenge and then kept it in play. But then to Meg, whoever that was afterwards, was absolutely insane.
It's guilty. It's disgusting.
Michael W. Romero, that's why we need him now. I mean, again, Romero, it's just wanting to sell Romero, I feel like, is like wanting to have sold Harry Kane to me. It's just, again, you're selling a world-class player. It's just world-class.
Well done.
And I wonder if Romero could become an even better defender under Thomas Frank.
Yeah.
because Frank is he's gotten such good use out of center backs.
Go on, Mickey, now's your time.
Oh, I love that.
Come on. He lined that one up from 50 yards away. That's brilliant. I love that. Not allowing him to take a touch. Put it out for a throw-in. Brilliant. Let Saka know he's in for one. So delivered by Odegaard. Cleared by Mickey.
Really good clearance there. Just 30 seconds, and then it's halftime.
It's a difficult one because we've hit the post 3 times. We've defended really well, and there's been some lovely bits of play, but again, we're not clinical.
Oh, Sar, what a turnover! Oh my God!
Oh, it's clipped out!
Oh my lord!
Oh, Papa Sar! He's pulled off the David Beckham against Arsenal. Oh, it's nearly as good as David Bentley's all them years ago.
It's Harry Kane versus Juventus. It's Harry Kane versus
God.
Juventus. Oh my lord. Papa Sar, take a bow, son.
This is why I've been praising this lad. This is why I say to people, don't give up on the guy.
Oh my lord, I don't know what I've just seen.
Ball, and then has the composure to beat him. That is David Beckham-esque against Wimbledon. It's David Bentley-esque against Arsenal. He just wins the ball. Get out my way, Richie. Boom. Fucking eat that.
Oh my lord, he's absolutely he's just put his Pamatasar just put his dick on the table with that goal. Absolutely insane. He's just won the ball and then just does it's perfect, Dave. It's like it literally bounces in, it doesn't even touch the post, doesn't even touch the bar. It's just perfectly hit. It's an absolute world. I don't know if we'll ever score a better goal this season.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
It's the best goal I've seen on. It's honestly the best goal I've ever seen in a friendly.
Senegal. I love the fucking way he strikes a football. He's a star boy. Comes from Senegal. Come on. It's fucking unbelievable. Lord. Jack, we just retire. We're not going to see a better goal today. We just
I don't think we'll ever see a better preseason goal in our lifetimes.
My dad, he's in hospital with his heart. I'm not sure that was good for him.
Yeah, that's not safe. Not safe for consumption.
Just a quick welfare check.
Oh, geez. If you were ever having ED, erectile dysfunction, it probably solved it right there. Pop Montasar has absolutely given me a stiffy with that goal. Insane.
Do you know
absolutely insane.
It's going to be all over Twitter tonight. Hold that one, Raya. We've got so many clips. We've got Kudos doing a few plays, Romero doing a few, and then that goal. It's going to be an unbelievable Twitter.
Daniel Larson saying that cured my hangover.
Oh, it's an unbelievable strike.
Oh my fucking God.
Anyone who said sell this guy, you need to Jack, I think we need to get out the Star apology forms. What do you think?
I think SAR apology forms need to be quickly printed. Somebody get the printer out.
Let's not forget, people wanted Lo Celso apology forms for a lot less. So I think we need to get Pat. Look at him, he's still smiling. He's loving it. Go on, Pappy.
Yeah, I think he cleared this. Oh, look at him. Yeah, he's getting stuck in there. He cleared that away.
Man, the match performance this half. He's been brilliant picking up the balls, defending for Tottenham. Absolutely sensational. Excuse the pun. Smash that like button if you want to see another strike like that. Just saying, I am the Maverick. I am capable of that too.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, he's the top scorer in the preseason.
3 goals. 4? 3.
He's got
Saka with the delivery. Make it a shit cross. It's a good one. Oh, it's going all the way
dangerous
across.
There.
Another corner kick. Yeah.
Pat Tony saying, Nick, I think I need a 5 a.m. beer after that one. Oh, jeez, yeah, get the champagne out.
I'm almost sure Nick got a Papa Star shirt when we were over there in England with him.
It's the
what
kid.
A call, Nick.
Arteta staring at himself on the big screen.
There's a Star boy waiting on the bench. He's mustard and we know it.
Oh my God, that is just unbelievable. It's actually insane. Could rave about that all during halftime. Ooh, dangerous there.
Get it cleared. Well on, Richie. Blow it up now, ref. Fuck you, Arteta. Fuck off down the tunnel, you leg ahead merch.
It's also should be already blown out by now. It's a preseason friendly. Blow up the whistle, ref.
Yeah, exactly. What we were playing added on
yeah,
time.
Acting like this is a Premier League game.
Wish it was, to be fair. 3 points on the board.
Yeah, true. It's Harry Kane-esque, yeah, against Juventus.
Papa Massar is going to be the new
I need to watch both clips to see which one is better. Harry Kane's might have still been better, but it's it's comparable,
I-
especially the way he won the ball.
The
Pat
way he
Matsar
wins it,
wins the ball out of nothing and then
and
does
then he
that.
just. It's the way he wins it, Jack. Says to Richardson, get the fuck out my way.
Yes,
Keeps
scores,
his
does
head.
his job for him.
Keeps his head, looks at Ray a backtrack, and then he's like, do you know what? Now's my moment. Up in lights. It's unbelievable from the kid. And do you know what? He's a guy that me and you have been consistently praising for a number of years. It's just the way he gets around that midfield, wins ball. But we've also spoke about he provides goals from that midfield, something that
He
we've been
scores
screaming out
goals.
for. When we had Højbjerg, Winks, Skip, people were screaming out, we don't have that guy that scores goals from midfield. Well, this guy's proven it this season. He's proven it last season, that he can provide them goals. He's got a goal threat in him. And not only that, he gets around the midfield and fucking turns over ball. He done that in Europa League final. Everyone praises Johnson. But it was Papa Matasar's ingenuity to break out from the midfield, pick up that ball, work it down the channel, cross it, get the ball crossed in, and we went and scored off it. Today, he just goes, I don't care who you are. I don't care if it's preseason. Give me that fucking ball. And then, it's absolutely unbelievable from Papa Matasar. He's having a massive, massive preseason. And you know what? I hope he starts the season beside Bentancur.
I mean, it's just, you were saying, the guy scores goals. Now that's absolutely undebatable at this point. He's scoring absolute worldies at this stage, Pap Matasar. And I think he's done an exceptional job defensively as well. He's won the ball back in really good areas. He's worked really hard alongside Bentancur in this game. I think he's probably been one of the better players in this game before even scoring that goal. But I mean, Spurs, if anything, they kind of grew into the game, Dave. It felt like maybe the first 10 minutes, Arsenal put us under a ton of pressure. We, if anything, looked maybe a little bit nervy, or we're kind of maybe struggling to actually get our foot on the ball. Felt like as every minute was kind of going by, Spurs were able to control possession a bit more, but then started to really create some opportunities. I'd say that goal is actually, in a way kind of deserved. Richarlison was, maybe capable of scoring a goal there from one of those set pieces. We've had 3, I think, set pieces pretty much hit the inside of the 6-yard box, and somehow they didn't go in. Odegaard had that opportunity where he hit it off of the post. I mean, it's been actually some nice,
Look,
exciting stuff from us so far. If anything, I think that goal was to a degree deserved, and it's one to the good, so far. I think it was almost like Arsenal started out really hot and then they kind of faded, but then we almost grew into the game, I would say.
No, I think, last season, slow starts were a problem for us. How many goals did we concede early? And that, especially outside the other side of halftime. So I think keeping it tight for the first 10 minutes, sort of finding your feet, growing yourself into the game. I think this is something that Thomas Frank is going to have to employ. And the reason why I say that, Jack, is because my whole lifetime, it feels like Tottenham have been slow starters into games. Even under Pochettino, sometimes in first half, we'd be lackluster. We'd end up killing teams in the second half. So, I don't mind us keeping it solid. And to be honest with you, that foundation kept us in the game rather than chasing the game. That's why we're 1-0 ahead, because we were able to see out defensively and show ourselves up. Absolutely brilliant defensively. And to be honest with you, we look good. Yeah, maybe we're not on as good as a keeping possession as Arsenal were starting off the game. But what I will say is once we grew into the game, we dealt with the pressure that they put on us. Bentancur started picking up that ball, in midfield, slowing it down. That's why we got into the game, because Bentancur got on that ball. Then you got Papa Matasar then starting to get around, turn passes over and stuff. Kudos holding up that ball in that forward line. Absolutely brilliant from him, by the way. His performance would be underrated. But Richarlison has lost it a lot of times. Odegaard has lost it a lot of times. But the reason why it's sticking is at Kudos. Anytime we get it to him. And he's working back brilliantly as well. But that defensive foundation at the start, yeah, you might have to sacrifice the first 10 minutes of the game. But it allowed us to build a foothold in the game and still be in the game at 0-0 rather than 1 or 2 down like we were seeing under Ange Postecoglou. Now, I know we've hit the post 3 times and we're going in 1-0 to the good. But we still had to rely on the spectacular.
Yeah.
Two of them times we hit the post were direct from corner kicks. In open play, we still haven't really ripped them open and created any chances. And that is something we are going to have to work on. But
why is that, do you think? We're not creating as much from open plays. It just...
Richarlison ain't good enough. Look, I like the guy, but we're looking at pumping the ball along to him, getting him to hold up the ball. He can't do it. Odegaard, when he gets on the ball and he's facing his man, he's direct, he's good.
He's still raw.
When you're looking to punt the ball into him to hold it up, he can't do it.
Yeah.
And it's a big problem. Bergvall has been loose with a few passes in the midfield, and he's the one that's ventured, and they've clearly been told to get a little bit further forward. He's been loose in possession, and that's why at times we not open him up. The quality of player really matters, and this is something I've been trying to harp on about. You can't keep going and signing the Werners and the Tells of the world. You need real quality players. If we can go and add that to this window and really address that front line, we'll be one hell of a team. But
Yeah.
as happy as I am with the half, I still maintain my concerns from open play. We haven't really ripped them apart.
It just seems like, yeah, some players have absolute quality and then maybe others just aren't showing it to the same level. Bentoncourt, in my opinion, looks first
Defensively, we've been
class.
unbelievable.
Defensively solid, but I agree with you in possession. Maybe why we're just not as solid in terms of creating chances. Bentoncourt has been first class. Saar has been first class, but then you would say the drop off is maybe to a degree in Bergvall. He's just not been nearly as good as them
Uh,
in possession or even out of possession. And then you would say the same thing about the wingers, right? Kudus, first class, able to hold up the ball, is a very difficult player to handle. But then Odebear, kind of just not really the same story. It definitely looks bright, but doesn't really hold up the ball in the same sort of manner. It doesn't show maybe the same quality and just still looks a bit raw at times. And then, like you said, with Richarlison, it's like he works really hard, is trying his hardest, but the ball does kind of bounce off him for whatever reason. And like I said, when that ball bounced inside the 6-yard box, you would say a real striker would have just somehow would have been able to just muscle that
yeah,
in. But Richarlison, it was the same thing against Wickham. One of the games where I think we put in a cross for him and he just completely whiffed it. Like it
yeah.
was just somehow it just didn't touch a single part of him, and I think that was a similar story there where I don't know how he didn't find any body part to be able to touch that in. And
Mm.
I remember one of the crosses Pedro Porro put in for him in the Wickham game. He somehow rose up for it and he just completely whiffed the header and he probably should have been able to make contact with it. So it's similar there.
Our problem, our problem is number 10 striker and left wing. That's our
Yeah.
problem, and we need to bring in one or two players to really address that. If we address that, I can see a world where we can drastically climb up that table. If we don't address that, yes, we'll be defensively solid, but we'll largely end up relying on the likes of set pieces and stuff. And we don't want to become that team. Because I remember me and you laughing at West Ham when they were that team. Burnley under Sean Dyche when they were that team. We don't want to become that team. We have to be able to offer a threat from open play as well. I'm just hoping that the longer you give Frank, the more he can develop these players into his way of thinking moving forward. But at the end of the day, one thing Frank can't do is get Richarlison to hold up the ball consistently. Get Odegaard to do the same. These are things that these players need to be working on themselves. That's not something that Frank can just drastically make them better. Frank can give the ideas of how to break them down, patterns of plays he might like to go through, or areas he might like to target. But at the end of the day, once they go over the white line, it's on that individual. And we just lack that consistency in the number 10 up front and on that left-hand side. That's 3/4 of your front line where you lack that. And if we end up getting Kudos injured, you're back to square one, the same problems we had under Ange Postecoglou.
Yeah.
Worries me a little bit. But defensively, as long as you can keep solid, he's brought structure. We look a lot more solid. We don't look anywhere near as open. We're getting stuck into them. We're reading plays well and stuff like that. But that'll only go so far. That'll only bring you so far. Hardest thing to do in football is score goals. And we can't keep relying. You're not going to get Papa Matasar to be able to score bangers like that every week.
Yeah. I mean, Vince Vega earlier, good to see Vince saying, what happened? You might have missed one of the best preseason goals you could ever witness. Vince Vega from our man, Pop Matasar. One from the ages, says Ed Sweeting. Also, Ed Sweeting saying, big up, lads. Almost all preseason goals are usually forgotten. That one won't be, though. Good first performance from the Spurs. Yeah, absolutely. Been the best performance so far. Nick Lazy8 saying there's a Sar boy in the sky. And also Ian Ferguson, member for 40 months here. Really appreciate your support, Ian. Say, morning all. How are the boys looking so far? Love the scoreline. Come on, you Spurs. I think you kind of got our breakdown if you were able to catch any of that, Ian. It's been, I think, a bit of a slow start from Spurs, but I think we grew into it. Like Dave mentioned, really defensively solid in this game. And then, kind of felt like there was maybe a couple of moments here and there where bounce of the ball goes our way, or someone, maybe sniffs out, the read from one of the set pieces, and we could potentially even be 2-0 up if we had actually maybe gotten, again, like a bounce of the ball, or someone maybe sniffed out one of those set pieces a bit better, or if even Odebear was able to somehow, just curl that in just slightly better, and maybe that could have been a goal as well. I agree with Dave, though. It's almost been, there have been chances for us, but they've almost come from, if anything, kind of maybe the set pieces or kind of the tactics of Thomas Frank. But, in terms of actual open play, creating of chances, still maybe a little bit to be desired there, because sometimes the quality just maybe isn't always there. Really appreciate you though, Ian, and thanks for reaching the 40-month club. Absolutely crazy how many of you guys are up there. And then Adrian Chia saying, can't wait to hear Lego Head's excuses later. Come on, you Spurs. Dave, maybe he'll complain about the size of the ball or something for Pop Montasar. What do you think the Lego Head excuses will be? He was staring at himself on the big screen. You could tell Adrian Chia is getting a good hard look at himself.
Do you know, I look at the pitch, Jack, it's a bit like a golf course. The grass is pulling up everywhere. So probably that's what he's going to, blame is the conditions of the pitch. Johnny was telling me out in Asia, I've never been there, but he said out in Asia it's very, very humid and stuff. So he'd probably blame that. I'm just more trying to think, what sort of gimmick did he pull off? Did he play, glory, glory, Tottenham Hotspur in training to get them psyched up for this game? Did he pull out a light bulb and pretend he's Einstein and talk about connections? That sort of stuff, that would really concern me if I'm an Arsenal fan. This guy is more concerned about gimmicks on how to get the team up for a game rather than just actually do stuff.
Yeah. And then very organized from Frank says Kiwi Spurs. Yaya Matasar says Gary Becks. Fazzy Radfar saying, except for Richarlison, sensible performance by all. It's just a lot of huffing and puffing, it feels like, from Richarlison, which is what Dave and I do like about him. But at times when the ball has been at his feet, it's just, it does kind of tend to sort of bounce off him, and it's not really as, clean in possession as, for example, like I would say, Mohamed Kudus, like he almost holds up the ball like a striker. It's actually pretty impressive, how strong he is. And what's also more funny is he tends to kind of ride the contact and ride sort of the challenges really well. He doesn't really go down, Mohamed Kudus. He's probably, if anything, maybe almost too strong on the ball, where he probably could help himself out a little bit more by, just falling to the floor. At one point, he even got frustrated with the referee. Dave was saying, he was getting every single bit of him being ripped off by Miles Lewis-Skelly. And he just sort of stared at the referee. He was like, are you going to give me a call at some point here? It was very, very funny. Kudus, absolutely legit. Faz Radfar, absolutely legit. But yeah, with Richarlison, I just felt like, maybe that was that one moment there from that set piece. Just, I don't know how he just didn't get a body part on it just to put it over the line. It literally bounced on the inside of the post, inside the 6-yard box, and Richarlison just was sort of staring at it, and just wasn't able to get it over the line somehow. Big D saying, Dave, you were only saying about Sarboy maybe just earlier, is I think what he's talking about. Did you have a good combo about Sar earlier?
Yeah, look, I always have a good conversation about Sarr. I've always described him as the unsung hero. I think every team needs that sort of player. You look at him in the dressing room, where the likes of Basuma and other players, other idiots are dancing around. He's sitting in there, in the corner, just humble as pie, sort of quiet character, goes about his work. And that's what I really like about Papa Matasar. And that's why I think Papa Matasar will grow, is because he doesn't have. He's not like other footballers where he's enjoying the lifestyle and everything else that comes with it. You don't hear about anything that Papa Matasar does outside of football and stuff like that. He just lives a quiet existence, a quiet life. And I think someone like that is dedicated to his craft and will go on to be a better player. And that's what I really like about Sarr. I know some people have the great, gripes with Sarr, where it's maybe he's not the best on the ball. That's what people say, which I sort of disagree with to a certain degree. I've seen that guy. I think he's got a good passing range in his locker. But, I think Sarr last season got a hard rap off many Spurs fans. I think, there was one point people were considering, should we cash in on him? And one thing that I've always stuck by, you need that guy in the midfield to turn over ball. You need him in there. Midfield is about a combination of players that have different attributes that come in to make it a really tough midfield to play against. And one of them attributes is you need a player that can get around and win ball. And that's what Papa Matasar. Bentancur is a player that wants to get on the ball. Madison's a player that wants to get on the ball. Bergvall wants to get on the ball. But you need a guy that's willing to do that dog work, that dogged work. And Papa Matasar does that and doesn't look for any gratitude for it either. But not only that, he adds goals to midfield. And I think he's a very sort of underrated player at Tottenham Hotspur. People go to me, Dave, get respect for Davies. He's underrated. No. Papa Matasar is underrated. Ben Davies is over the hill.
100%. Peter Phelan, really appreciate you, man, becoming a member of the channel. Again, everybody that's been supporting us as members, it goes a really long way, especially over the summertime when Spurs aren't doing anything in the transfer market and there's not necessarily a whole lot to talk about. We try our best to put the content out there, but we really do appreciate the members that have been with us for a long time. And people are reaching the 40-month club, which is absolutely insane. So really do appreciate you, Peter. And he's saying up a goal against one of the best teams in the world. That was actually something we could have mentioned, Dave, is that, this is really, with the way they've strengthened, the way they've been playing in the Premier League, they are a team that can even, put a good performance against PSG in the Champions League to a degree. Like Arsenal are by no, they're no easy feat. And
Look,
I think Spurs held their own in that first half. You could at least say, even the most cynical of Spurs fans would have said we did hold our own against them in that first half.
no, 100%. Look, defensively and defensively wise, the structure, we've blocked up the spaces for Arsenal to play through the middle, forced them out wide, and Spence and Porro have done good one-on-one defending their players out there. Absolutely brilliant. And look, sometimes in games, you're not going to be able to create chance against the big team. Sometimes you do need to just defend, sit in, defend, and nick a set-piece goal, But you can't, if we want to go on and compete, you can't rely on that. You have to show other aspects, and going into Champions League football as well, you're not going to get out of the group stage by just relying on set pieces. You're going to have to, show other sides to your game. And that's my point. I'm not going to sit here and pretend everything's perfect. But don't get me wrong. I'm absolutely delighted to be 1-0 up against Arsenal,
I'm sorry again with another brilliant win in midfield against Declan Rice. Sir!
Well done, Porro. Well done, Porro. Gets it across. Who's there? Nobody.
Nobody there. Pop Montasar, if anyone missed that, another amazing win in midfield. Guy's just been an animal defensively.
Yeah.
And then Vince Vega becoming a fan show member and member for 45 months. 45 months, Vince. So generous, man.
Slid into the middle, let them go. Too slow, man.
Yeah, too much dribbling there. But Sarr doing his dribbling.
Thank you. Picking up another free kick. Sensational from Sarr. Interesting, Jack. No changes at half time. Thomas Frank is really going for this.
Are they really going for this, or he really has faith in this starting? Again, people who say can't read anything in a preseason, can't read anything in preseason. The fact that he's kept this whole lineup in, the fact that he kept this whole lineup in says something, right? Shows that he has confidence in this starting 11. Whereas the other guys, he's not as comfortable giving. If he just made 7 changes at halftime, it would have meant that he doesn't necessarily know who his starting 11 is yet. The fact that he's kept these guys in shows that he has confidence in majority of these players in his starting 11.
Yeah, well, the fact that he's put more than 45 minutes into their legs shows me that especially that back 5 is what he's getting ready for PSG. Maybe 6 now, including Sarr.
Good work there again from Kudus.
Definitely getting minutes into their legs to get them ready for PSG. It's just the other 3 positions, the number 10, the striker, and the left winger, that I think are still all up for grabs, really.
But thank you so much, Vince, for 45 months. Absolute quality. Really appreciate you, sir.
Vince is a legend, by the way. I do like Vince. He's such a good character.
Really good time. Really good time with him.
But to be in a good mood around that fucker.
Exactly. He's the life of the party. He's the life of the party kind of guy. Yeah.
I'd love to have that much energy every day.
Is this the year Pape becomes a true Sarr, says Jason Bell. Big up, Jason. Good to see you.
Could be his breakout campaign, Because, like, with the way he's performing in preseason, he's definitely going to get the start of the season. I'd be surprised if he doesn't. And if he can hit the ground running at the start of the season, all of a sudden you find yourself cementing your place very, very quickly.
Jed's got to do better there.
Yeah, a lot better. He's put us in trouble here.
Well done. Good recovery from Jed.
He recovers apps and he wins the goal kick. That is brilliant from Jedi. Come on, Jedi. Havertz not having it his way today. Is that Havertz? I think it is, yeah. Yeah, it is. 1-0 against Arsenal. We'll take this. We'll take it. I'd love to blow them away in the second half. Romero back to Vicario, going short, trying to play out from the back here. Van de Ven, if it's not on, go long. He does exactly that. Richarlison does brilliantly to get in front of his man. Ref,
he's just being dragged to the floor here.
Hold that,
Good
Udi.
ball from Jed. Good play from Odebear.
That's much better.
Really good play from Odebear. On to Kudus.
Go on, skin him. He's there for the taking. This could be 2 here. Lays it off. Oh, Sarr. Just tries to get in the way. Well done, Bentancur. Oh, it wasn't Sarr even. It was Odebear.
Really good play by Bentancur to win that back.
Really, really good by Richarlison to sort of hold it up, battle for it, even though he wasn't getting the free kick he deserved. Really good from Odebear, holding it up, cutting in, opening up the play. Really good. I would just like to have seen Kudos maybe go on the outside of Skelly there, maybe.
Yeah. And he
I think
felt
he
like he
had. I
kind of
think he has
just,
the beating of him. He has the strength as well.
yeah, and it wasn't a good ball to Sar. It's not really, especially Sar looked like he was running full pace.
Yeah.
Good
Oh, well
touch
done,
from
Poro.
Poro. Really good play from Poro, creating the
Kudos again.
space.
Tidy
Bentancur.
into Bentancur. Back to Kudos. Oh, stop it,
Again,
Cooney.
again,
Do you know what? This
that
guy
hold
is
up
worth
play
the ticket
there and that
admission.
ability from Kudos. He would never see Brandon Johnson do that in his life.
Kudos is a player that you have no problem paying the ticket admission for.
That's just quality from Kudos.
He
He is impossible to get the ball off of. He is actually impossible. I would get a red card inside 20 minutes against him.
Oh, yeah, I would have lost it by now. I would have laid the challenge. Because the only way to do that is rough him up after that. If you're failing, the only way is to start roughing them up.
But even then, he doesn't go down easy. So that's the thing. It's just he's not a guy that seems to roll around like a Neymar or something like
come
that.
in through the back of him, He willing to take a yellow, but like with intent to get him taken off injured.
It's just that's what I appreciate, just how strong he is. He just doesn't go down easy, this guy. Like I said, he holds it up like a striker.
Arsenal working it down Jed Spence's side here.
Spurs gave it away. Oh, bad
well
pass,
done,
though. Bad
good
turnover from Arsenal.
Well
Can he find Odebear?
Get on the Jets.
Yeah, Odebear's got to move there. Too much.
There, Sar,
that's poor from Sar. Poor.
You just got to go longer with that. Hit Odebear.
Yeah, hit it into the channels. Yeah.
There's not the time to play. You're not Kudos.
Way. Yeah, he's just got to pump that into the channels. I think we had numbers there.
Good to see Simon Coley in the house. Great to see you. Michael W. Kudos knows how to use his body to shield the ball very well. Something Harry Kane done very well. That's what bought him a lot of times. Jay Lambert, Dave, I like many, I'm guessing, came over to your show from last word on Spurs. Keep up the good work, boys. Wow, really appreciate that, Jay. Thank you very, very much, my man. I really do appreciate that. It's nice to know that some people listen to me over there, my man. I really do like going on there. I do find it good conversation, and I think Ricky's a great host. Good guy as well, by the way. A really nice guy. I enjoy going over there. So thank you very much for coming over. I really appreciate it and giving us a shot over here. We are trying our best to, produce professional content and stuff like that. So I appreciate it, Jay boy. Where are you from, Jay? Name like Lambert. I'm guessing there's a bit of Scottish in there.
Ricky Lambert. William Webb. Big up, guys, watching here in Oz. Good to see you, William.
Big up, William. Good to see you, my man. The Webmeister. The carrier pumps it long. Richarlison, can he get across? Can't. Arsenal pick it up. Bergvall working tirelessly in the midfield, trying to chase it. Declan Rice on the ball, slowing it down, trying to pick passes, get Arsenal going in this half. Spurs have done a really good job after half-time, actually, not allowing Arsenal to get into a rhythm. Something we were bad at under Postecoglou.
And you would say possession's been relatively even so far.
Yeah. But even this, I don't mind it. Even with Arsenal in possession, I don't feel like they're going to rip through us because there's no gaps there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All we're doing is showing them, right, go out wide, show us how good you are, and they don't have the answers. Oh, here we go. Play him, Odebear. Well done.
Not the right op. Oh, well done by Jed.
Spence. He done all he could there, to be fair. There's nothing he could do after that.
Well done, Jed. Fighting for it. Real fight from Jed.
Brilliant.
Real fight from Jed. You love to see that.
Ref. That's brilliant.
Sir, someone get Norgard out of here, please.
England. Whereabouts, Jay? Whereabouts in England are you from? From Tottenham? Shawnee Maddox. Dave is a dirty player, master of dark arts. Dave would pull some Cobra Kai shit. Look. I learned very, very quickly, if you're up against an opponent and you don't, because some Sunday mornings you could be tired, from the various activities on a Saturday night. So it's like, I was once told, if you don't want to chase him for 90 minutes, Dave, take him out. And I learned the earlier you do that, the better.
Van de Ven.
Oh, well done. Good defending. Kudos chasing tirelessly again there, not giving them a minute to settle.
Oh, good ball in behind there.
Behind Happy. Oh, well done, Romero.
Romero, really good job cleaning up.
Romulus. The Rom bomb straight out there, putting the body on the line. Well done,
Sar again.
Kudos picks it up. Can he feed it? Someone make a run down the line, Richie. Make a run down the line. Richie's got a move for him there.
Well done. Settle down now, boys.
Let's hold it.
Get your foot on the ball.
Let's get a water break. He's a very slight frame in that goal for Carrion, isn't he?
Yeah, no, it's kind of like a De Gea body type, you know. De Gea had sort of that skinniness about him.
Oh, well done, Richarlison. Kudos picks it up. Back to Porro. Tottenham players now just holding possession. Back to Romero. Bentancur dropping in to look for it. They go back to Vicario. They're getting the press on. Vicario just pumps it long.
Well done from
brilliant.
Sarr.
Oh, Sarr, that's fucking brilliant again. He's having a half, this kid. He's having a game.
Really good battling by certain players.
Midfield performance from Sarr. Simon Coley, hi boys, nice to see us teaching this ass who's the boss.
Exactly. Shem 10 saying, hold on, this is professional content. I want my money back. You didn't come here for that, Shem. Appreciate you, man. Ball behind for Saka.
Has to get his hair like Papa.
Can Jed Spence recover?
Saka, I didn't even realize he came out in the second half there for a while. He's got an overload on Jed Spence.
Well done from Bergvall.
That is brilliant reading of the game.
Oh,
not
Romero,
there.
sir.
Not there.
Romero,
not
too
there,
much.
Romero. You just got to clear it. You're the centre back, man. You're
Romero,
the centre back.
Do that in the opposite box, not in your own.
Even Ronaldinho wouldn't be given license to do that back in the day in his own box. Jesus Christ.
Just get it cleared.
Sarr is everywhere, Michael W. That he is, my man.
Everyone's sort of right next to each other there, to be fair. Like, if he passed it backwards, then you
He could have just flicked it out there to the fullback position, let Bentancur run on and do it. Do you know what I mean? I know it's not ideal, but it's better than what he did do.
Yeah.
Don't tell me he's injured now off the bat.
Or he's got something in his shoe.
It's all right. Look
He's
at
got
that
a bit
pitch. If it's everywhere. I'm pretty sure that's a golf course next week, is it?
Got a bit of Havertz in his shoe.
Vicario moving the players an inch. It means so much to him. He's like, you're not standing where I want you to move.
2 feet to the left.
Oh, brilliant. 57 minutes in, Tottenham still 1-0 to the good. Arsenal fans must be hating this. Saka with a delivery. It's cleared again at the near post. It's brilliant. Go on, get there. You got him. You got him. Go on, kid. Unlucky. Oh, that's good play by Arsenal, though. They've ripped this open and it's over the bar.
That was a good layoff by Havertz.
Yeah, it was very good play there by Arsenal. They sold our centre-backs there. I think Mickey van der Ven got sold there.
And then Martinelli just skies it.
Let's have a look at this. Who's that chasing down? Wilson.
Odegaard, I think.
Done well there. He was unlucky not to get on the end of it. It's a good ball in. Yeah, both of our centre-backs got drawn to the ball there. Romero actually is at fault. He's come across from the right-hand side when he didn't really need to, maybe. But both of them got dragged.
Pop Montasar, if anything, maybe rushed the shot, closing him down.
Nick says we haven't conceded a goal on the Frank. We conceded 2 against Wickham.
Yeah.
I'd love that to be the case. Clean sheets galore. In fairness, though, so far, if we keep this out, that'll be 3 clean sheets out of 4 games. It's a massive improvement. Pedro Porro with the throw-in, looking for options. Ignores Bentancur.
Well, if we throw Brandon Austin in,
launch it right off his head, please. That's it, Porro. Square up to that fucker. Who does he think he is? Let's have a Højbjerg moment. In the way of the throw-in. I would have just bounce it right off his Lego head if he doesn't get out your way. Well done. Go
get there, Rich. Put him under pressure.
Let's turn this into a wrestling game for 5 minutes. Porro, filthy. Sarr picks it up.
Well done, Sarr.
Beautiful from Sarr.
Kudus, get him behind.
Back to Porro. Into Bentancur. It's a great touch. Takes it away from danger. That's ours.
Oh, no way. What?
God. That's shocking. people want Arteta to get a card.
I mean, he should. I don't know how he gets away with that. I really don't. He gets away with it so much.
I watched the clip the other day. Who was it? I think it was Christian Fuchs at Leicester. Bombed one straight off Alexis Sanchez's head because he wouldn't get out of the way.
Oh, yes. Come on, Rich.
Here we go. Richie,
Please,
you've got to
Rich.
find a pass
time
here. Please. You've all the time in the world.
Get rid of the ball, man. You
my
donkey, dude. Get rid of the ball.
He's got to go out wide and just get in the box.
Find Odebear. Play it to Odebear. Oh my Lord, man.
It's a 3-on-4 as well.
Dude, you had 4 players closing you down.
You just ran straight into trouble. Oh my God, Richie.
Dude, give it to Odebear. Holy shit.
There are the chances there, Jacko, that you've got to get a shot off on target at least. You have to.
If he's going to take it himself, you have to shoot it sooner. But it's just the right option was give it to Odebear and then expect Odebear to play it back to you.
It's just shocking.
What's he doing there? That is so poor. Even his touches as well. Like, just his touches there were just shocking. Like, every time he touched it, it was like 4 feet in front of him.
I don't know if that's Faz Radfar or someone's got a parody account, but it just literally straight in. Please sell Richarlison.
That was again concerning.
That's well done, Poro. Fucking brilliant. He's done absolutely brilliant at fullback today. He's been immense. And that is because Kudos is getting back and helping them as well. But he's been brilliant at right back today.
I need to quickly wipe my brain of that Richarlison moment. That was just shocking. I like Richarlison as well. I like him, but that's just raises concern. I don't think you could do any worse.
Oh, well done, Wilson. Well done. It's brilliant tracking that run there. Arsenal trying to come down outside the fullback again. It's the only space we're giving them. Spence and
well done. Odebear, take your space. Get us up the pitch. Take your space. Sir.
I just want Richie to get on the afterburners, drag a player with him and head down the line and give Wilson Odebear the out ball. He's just standing there like that in the middle. Get on the afterburners and take players away from him. Here we go. 3 changes. We've got Danzo coming on, Matisse Tell, and we have Brendan Johnson coming on. Let's see who comes off.
I like these substitutions.
Let's see who comes off. I presume both wingers will be coming off anyway. Or is Richarlison coming off with Kudos up front?
Spence is having a game, says Michael W. Both fullbacks have been very good.
Yeah.
And to be fair to Jed Spence, he has the tougher assignment with Bukayo Saka.
God, does this guy even know how to work the board? Come on. Romero coming off. He's had a decent game as well. Part of the solid back line. Well done, Romero. Good 60 minutes in his leg. Let's bring on Kevin Danzo. Rhythm is a dancer. Still can't get his dance moves out of my head. They were phenomenal.
Romero was the captain as well, which, again, I think I'm not sure if you were able to touch on that, Dave, but it seems like Kudos, great performance.
He's getting a lovely hug there. Thomas Frank taking really good care of him.
Yeah, I wonder if he's liking him more than Johnson. Thomas Frank, he's showing some love to him.
Brendan Johnson comes off. I presume Udebar's coming off then for Matisse Tal, surely.
Or Richarlison.
Could be.
I wonder if Frank maybe. Yeah, Frank after what I did. If I were a manager and seeing that from Richarlison earlier, I would have been like, get him off.
Yeah, take him off.
I would have been pissed if I was Thomas Frank there.
Rayman, I would genuinely would have been thinking of giving Scarlett and Lancashire run outs pre-season to see if they could oust Richie. Not a bad idea. Should have.
It's just, if you were Frank too, it's just like you watch that and you're like, we didn't even manage a shot on target there. That's the thing. Like moments like that, you're like, surely we get a shot, on goal at least. Not even like better teams would score, but oh my God, Jed Spence on a run of a century.
You need
Matisse Tell.
Well done.
That's what, and Ange had to deal with the same thing. Sometimes we have breakaways like that under Ange, and we wouldn't even manage a shot on target. And you're just like, Jesus,
it's
like
shocking.
And that's not the manager's fault because the manager is like, from there, it's just down to the player's quality.
Well done, Poro. Well done.
Very well done for Poro.
He's done absolutely brilliantly there. 2 guys all over him. He's done brilliantly there. And I was like, that was a hospital pass from Danzo. You absolutely wrapped that into him. Van de Ven. That's ours. Thank you, Lido. And Lido loves us. We need to sign him.
Sean saying, if we want to sell Richie, he can't be injured. That's also a fair point.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Fair point, Sean.
Let's see what Porro can do. He's got the whole pitch open to him here. Get out wide. Look. There we
Oh,
go.
another spray from Porro. Like I'm saying, he's going for the Paul Scholes passes. Oda sauce.
Oda sauce.
Oh.
Just couldn't get it out of his feet going on the outside. But that pass by Porro is absolutely stupendous.
2 of those today. Huge switches of play. Like I'm saying, I can't tell if it's David Beckham or Paul Scholes. It's almost both.
Sonny getting warmed up. Anyone concerned that Sonny wasn't one of the first options off the bench?
You could say that. The fact that he didn't start the game, is maybe a concern.
Yeah.
The other thing is that Romero, right, given the captaincy, for this game.
Yeah.
I think 2 things to take from there. Maybe he's Uzu sauce, like the...
It's not a great delivery from Tell whatsoever.
Good ball from Judd Spence, but he's probably offside. No, I guess not. Good work from Tell. Good work from Tell!
Oh!
Van de Ven.
So unlucky.
Really good work from Tell. Van de Ven maybe should have scored. Rhea was absolutely out of his goal. Really good work from Tell. Good cross.
That's a great delivery. Oh, it's a great... he's got
he probably should have scored. I think it was against Lewis Skelly.
You got it,
I was going to say, who challenged him? Yeah, Lewis Skelly. Should score. Good work from Tell. Sort of just took his time and then eventually just clipped it perfectly to Van de Ven. Dangerous.
Wow.
Oh, what a clearance from Van de Ven there. Makes up for it with that clearance. Hell of a clearance.
Porro slowing it down. Sar Bentacore's looking for it. Back to Danzo. Well done, Danzo. Just give it off the car. You don't need to draw them in.
Yep, exactly. That's what I think they're telling him to do now. Get there, Odebear.
Oh, well done.
Oh, Bentancur, poor.
Reading in a play just to do that.
Yeah, literally.
That frustrates me sometimes. You see a player do something so great, and then you just see the basic thing. He just lets
the easy part. The easy part. They did the hard part. El Dante Porro, prime Tom Huddleston. He loved those.
He had a good egg on him, to be fair. Huddleston, he had a very good boot on him.
Yeah, he knew how to strike it. That's for sure.
Michael Carrick was another player. He's brilliant at the base of that midfield for us. That's the role Bentancur's almost playing to a degree. Zubamendi coming on. Trossard coming on? Yeah. Norgard. And who's that idiot? Martinelli?
Zubamendi coming on. The new signing.
Not going to bring on Gyökeres yet, no?
I guess not.
Don't let this little midget do that, and thank you.
They made a big show for him when he played in the friendly, I think against Newcastle. It's a little cringe.
Spence up against Saka.
He walked out like it was like a WWE. Oh, dangerous.
Well
what a
done,
clearance from Danzo. What a clearance.
Ooh.
Vicario scrambling there.
Danzo.
What a clearance from Danzo.
Vicario showing his appreciation. 68 minutes on the board, 1-0 up against Arsenal. Great start to the day, Spurs fans, if we win this. Great clearance from Danzo. If he doesn't get on that, that's in the back of the net.
If anything, too, Spurs probably have had the better chances in the second half as well.
Yeah.
I think they had that one chance, Arsenal, with Martinelli. But apart from that, Spurs have had, I think, 2 to 3 chances in the second half.
They've had quite a few. Arsenal slowing it down at set pieces as usual. Saka with the delivery and 10 shuffles. It's a shit one as well.
Clearance from Porro.
Go on, attack it now. It's in the air. There
Good clearance from Porro again.
There we go. Who's that putting on the Jets? Go on, Tell.
Go on, Tell.
Good pressure, lad. Forced him all the way back to the keeper. Ray goes long. Trying to test the back line again. Porro's out of position. Doesn't do the best to deal with that, though. Allows him to get shot off. Vicario does well. Doesn't do a Brandon Austin.
Literally, that's exactly what Brandon Austin. That's exact. And if anything, that shot might have been even faster than the one Brandon Austin had. The one Brandon Austin, I swear, the ball was traveling like 5 miles an hour, and somehow he let that go through him.
That's poor from Porro. He's got to do better there. He just swing a boot at it. Don't know why he's trying to control it with 2 players around him.
That's hilarious, actually. Very similar to Brandon Austin.
Arsenal on the attack again. We've lost a bit of impetus. We can't hold that ball up going forward
getting
anymore.
some chances here. Oh, top of the backs. Clear away from Star.
Star. Fucking brilliant.
Yeah, you're right, though. Now, all of a sudden, Arsenal maybe getting some chances.
Need to get that forward line to hold up the ball.
Yeah, literally, that is that since Tell has come in.
Oh, well done.
Tell tracking back there.
Johnson, will you get out and get close to him? Stop.
Yeah, he hasn't even touched the ball, Johnson. Hasn't even touched the ball.
He's standing in beside Porro. Kudos gets out and deals with it. What you want there is your winger to get out and press that ball and Porro to tuck in a little bit behind them.
Yeah, it does feel like the gaps have all of a sudden come in now defensively.
Oh, Vicario, well done. Go down on it.
Good
Let's
positioning.
get a breather here for a minute.
Good positioning.
Yourself.
No kudos, no cutting edge. If anything, it's just holding up the ball. It's just holding up the ball fast. It's just like Brian Johnson hasn't touched the ball since coming in, which is already kind of a question mark.
Vicario goes long. Who's going to compete? Nobody.
It does say something, though, that Odebear is being given 70 minutes.
I think he likes Odebear. Look, I like Odebear, Jack said it. I think there's a player there. He's just not at the
He's just raw.
clinical level we need. He's raw. Arsenal are just coming forward yet again here now. It's starting to become a little bit of a problem. Let's see if we can keep the shop closed, though. Arsenal coming down Porro's side again. They really are hesitant to throw that ball in the box. We're doing a good job here stifling Arsenal. Making them just go side to side here at the moment.
Nowhere to go.
He's going to have it. He's going to have it. Oh, well done. Get out there, Johnson. Cross comes in.
Top for Jet. Spence didn't know what to do.
So who's that behind him there? Maybe he could have given him a shout. Matisse.
Yeah, Odebear could have given him a shout or could have tried to maybe chest it, but that would have been difficult.
Bergwijn gone down with cramp.
Yeah, he's played a lot of minutes. You also have to remember, it's hot, right? It's humid, hot.
At what point does he get on Abbott or Donnelly?
Yeah.
I'd love to see Donnelly get on.
Bad person to bring on.
Play him in that number 10 role, try and get him on the ball.
Shows that Frank wants the result, maybe, by the fact that he's only made so
many
substitutions.
I think he realizes, Jack, these sort of games now, they really matter. Like, confidence going into the season and stuff, He
knows he's judged by the results. Yeah, it's judged by results. Fazzy Radfire, Odebear's been good, just needs to get that final ball right.
Yeah. Oh, it's a free header.
Bentoncourt clears it, though.
Nearly clears out his whole team.
Sarr clears it.
On the end of it.
Van de Ven clears it. Who can clear it further?
Go on. Go on. Oh, go on.
Well done. Odebear working hard there.
Keep snapping at their heels. Keep snapping at them. There we go. There we go.
Well done, Tell.
It's all Arsenal now since we've made the substitutions. We cannot hold that ball up.
Maybe a substitution in midfield when you think about it. It's not like the midfield has not been the problem at all. Just wonder if there could be some tired legs. Either Bergvall could be tired.
There's a couple of tired legs, but also, Kudos was our out ball. He held the ball up. We could play off him and get going forward. Right now, since we've made the subs, Odebear hasn't held it up once. Tell hasn't held it up once, and neither has Johnson.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
It's a huge problem. That's why the ball keeps coming back. You know what I mean? You take Kudos out of the equation. Richarlison, in fairness, to a degree, was starting to hold it up as well. Here we go. Sonny's going to come on here. Oh, no. No. Like, if you want to win the game, Frank, do not bring on Basuma. Please do not bring him on. If we want to win this, don't bring him on. I'm begging you.
Thomas Frank going for the self-sabotage.
I'm begging. I'm so done with Basuma. Saka's in.
And Ben Davis. No, Thomas, what are you doing, man?
I wonder will he switch to a back five here?
Maybe Ben Davis coming on for Van de Ven.
Oh, everyone's getting called over here. Brilliant. Nice little water break. Gives
Who do you
me a
think Ben
chance.
Davis is coming on for?
Could be Van de Ven.
If he gets put at left back, we're screwed.
Oh. The only hope is that Saka gets taken off.
This is the thing, though. Like, you know, Jet Spence, can he really play like 2 90-minute games in preseason? Like, you know, maybe he just to get the minutes to be good. But, like, this is why Spurs need to sign a freaking left back, man. We need to sign a fullback. Because if we put Ben Davis at left back, this game is over.
The thing is, I think he's no option but to try Ben Davies out because the doggy's out for a few months, right?
Yeah, I mean, you already know what you're going to get. The man's been cooked there for the last 4 or 5 seasons.
I know, but he's no option but to try him out there. This is Tottenham's fault.
Yeah, you just feel bad for Frank. Oh, kudos again. Just the ability there.
Just going to strain the Spuds. I'll be back in 1 sec.
The skill of kudos. Oh, please, Paramount, don't show me that Richarlison moment again. Hell of a clearance from Van de Ven. Some good replays here. No Archie Gray by the looks of things coming on. Limpy down under. Wonder what that says. Daniel Larson, my God, it's nice to see us organized. Yeah, I mean, that's what you knew you were going to get, though, at least with Thomas Frank. You knew you were going to probably improve a lot from set pieces. And I think the other thing is that when you are starting to defend the lead, you know that he's going to be able to see out games more than maybe what Ange was capable of. Ange, it was kind of like you kind of were playing to score 2-3 past your opponent and then, you know, of course, you know, hold on to a degree defensively, but it was probably more about just creating chances, continuing to just sort of put the other team under pressure. Whereas with Thomas Frank, you feel like he'll sort of, once he has a lead at a certain stage, he will look to try to defend it. Gyökeres is coming on. And then also, I think that there's some young player that they've had. I forget his name. Some people have mentioned him in the chat, but they've had this young player who looked really good for them in one of their preseason games. Looked like a real talent. Looks like he could be coming in as well. Not the geriatric, says Rudy Dude. Yeah, I mean, seeing Ben Davis comes on, especially when they're making substitutions like Bergvall coming off.
Who's that already off? Udeber's off.
Udeber's off for Sonny. A little worried about the defensive work rate of Son and Johnson now.
Did Davies come in at left back or left side?
Left-sided center back. Jet Spence stays on.
Oh, well done.
Basuma. Good challenge.
Good challenge from Basuma.
Yeah, they have some 15-year-old Arsenal that played really well for them.
Who is it? Who came on?
Is it named like Doman or Dauman?
Oh, yeah.
He looked very good. He looked very good. Cleared away. Ooh, not very convincingly. No, what a block from Jet Spence.
Well done, Jedi. Right place, right time. Bringing out the lightsaber.
That might have even been the 15-year-old who shot it.
What is with teenagers' haircuts nowadays? They all look like Ronald McDonald with the fucking cars on top of their head.
Or the mullet. That's become very popular, Dave.
Yeah, I don't mind that one.
Really?
Don't mind the mullet.
So you have a problem with that haircut, but not the mullet.
Yeah. I feel like Dolman wants to be Thomas Frank with that haircut. Do you not like the mullet, Jack? You're not a fan?
I just think it's become, everyone seems to have it. It's just like, it's so mainstream that it just feels like it's almost oversaturated.
I go for the classic.
It's like not unique anymore. You know, it's almost like I feel like a weirdo for not having a mullet. It feels like so many people have the mullet.
No, I just go for the classic fade me. Win that. You got to compete, man. You can't be letting them get free headers like that.
Teastel trying to hold it up.
Someone get to grips with the fucking
Someone
ball,
switch
please.
it to Sonny.
Someone just take the ball down and just start playing.
Yeah, seriously.
Since we've took off Kudos, we have not been able to do a thing going forward. And this is my concern. We get one injury to Kudos, we're done going forward. Unless Kudu can come in and provide some magic and medicine, but
looks like SAR's being given more of a license to press forward here. And then Basuma is the one that's sitting deeper, with Bentancur maybe not being the default number 6.
I think the fact that, do you know what it is? I think Frank knows the forward line ain't going to hold up the ball. So he's put Papa Matasar
further even more defensive
to try and get hold of that ball or try and turn something over. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to navigate around our shit forward line. So he's had to pull Papa Matasar out of there and put fucking Baluma in there, to get Papa Matasar to try and do the work of the strikers. It's a joke.
Shamu saying, does it go to penalties if it's extra time? Do you know what I saw? What was the other day? I saw a game where they did penalties despite one team. I think it was Newcastle Arsenal. They did penalties even though Arsenal won, and it was like the game's gone.
Yeah.
It's like insane. I was like, I just don't understand it. Penalties are for them to draw.
Danzo.
Oh, good layoff by Davies.
Carry on. Let's see what Johnson can do.
Can't reach that one no matter how tall you are. Not bringing on Vuskovic was weird, says Shawnee.
Yeah, potentially.
Maybe he's not a left-sided defender.
No, ref. That is not a free kick. It's just no way in hell that's a free kick. It's not his fault. Trossard's a pussy-o.
Perhaps because Vuskovic is more right-sided than left-sided?
Potentially. Levy probably told Frank, got to play Davies over everyone else. Get out, close it down.
Bentancur, class. Oh, no, he's pulling up here. He's Bentancur, muscle injury.
I hope not. I'm hoping he's just stubbed his toe.
Cramping or something.
Puts
it in, back post, dangerous.
Johnson doesn't fucking stay.
And Bentancur still clears it. Absolute animal. Bentancur, someone give him a sub here.
His right-hand side is causing us problems now.
I mean, Johnson, has he even touched the ball? I swear.
Even there at the back post, there's no urgency to go and win that.
Has Johnson legitimately touched the ball?
None of them have touched it since they come on. Son or fucking Johnson. To
be fair to Son, he's only just come on. But yeah, seriously. Yeah. No, but I agree. Like, it's amazing. The drop-off since the forwards have come off. It's amazing. Tell, even too. Like you said, Tell has been in for a while. Barely is even...
Arsenal popping it around here. That's well done, Son. He does enough there.
Yeah, it's better from Son.
Another one over the top.
Poro deals with it well. Referee, can we get a foul, please?
Get out there.
Danzo closing him down. Well done, Dans. Out wide, Dans. Back post. Jet Spence clears, but does well,
go,
Jet.
Sonny. You got
Get on the burners, Son. Get on the burners. There it is.
Win a throw-in or a free kick. That's all we can ask here.
Oh, lovely stuff.
He does more than that.
Oh, Tell's got to do better there.
Oh, my God.
Tell's got to do better there. Didn't even really make the right run, in my opinion, too.
No. Atrocious going forward.
That was actually good from Son. Good hold-up play.
People, Johnson must be sold. Drew's probably having a conniption in work.
Just again, like the guy, how has he not touched the ball? He's been in longer than anyone else.
That's it. Put it out.
I'm surprised Bentancur has been taken off. Looked like he was pulling up with something. Yeah, maybe James Madison. Oh, for Sar. Bentancur potentially playing 90 minutes here says a lot.
Frankly, I could tell from that game against Reading that Frank wants him in that number 6, that deep line playmaker to transition the ball.
But he's not even giving Archie Gray, a shout. That says a lot.
Bentancur's his guy.
James Madison coming on. Oh, there it is. Archie Gray as well. I was going to say.
No, I think he is coming on for Bentancur. No, Donnelly. Disappointing.
James Madison coming on. Welcome sight.
Really needs to get that haircut. I hope he's not trying to grow Jack Grealish. Just as I was starting to like you, James.
What a shift from
Poppy.
Pop Matasar. What a performance from Pop Matasar. Absolute animal today. Absolute
Frank
animal.
loves it. Frank loves it. He gave him a nice little G up there.
Yeah.
Please, Madison, please cut that hair. I can't watch that flapping around in the wind. I just
Since
can't.
the hair, he's lost it since getting the hair transplant. He's gotten too ahead of himself.
Hey, Z, goodbye, Star haters. Well done, Poro. That Lego head is very close to the pitch. He has prime opportunity for someone to slide tackle him.
Someone put a ball on the line.
Yeah.
Just go straight through him.
Start mass brawl. Don't let him skin you well on Poro. Get out there, Johnson.
Oh, not a great clearance.
He's hit the balloons again, hasn't he?
Oh, well done. Well done.
True.
Well done.
Shocking clearance from Bissouma. Oh, Lord. Come on, Spurs. Let's see this out. 5 minutes to go.
If anything, you'd maybe hope that Madison's our one chance of being able to potentially get some possession here.
Be undefeated this preseason if we beat Arsenal today. Come on, let's pump it long. No silly buggers now.
Jason Bell. Arteta should be put on a leash to keep him in his technical.
Yeah. Do you know them resistant cords? They should have you on that. So every time you stretch outside, it just yanks you back in.
Someone give him a shock collar every time he leaves the technical area.
Oh, well done. That's more like it, Johnson.
That's hilarious, Jason. A leash. He's like a barking dog on the side.
Come on, get across. Don't allow this twat to do it. Well done.
Well done, Jed. Out wide to Sonny. Oh, there we are. Way.
Lino. Thank you. Yellow. He's giving us everything, Jack.
Just need him to give us a penalty.
That'd be nice. Just
trifecta. He'd complete the trifecta of calls.
If they end up doing a penalty shootout after this game, well, I'm not watching it. I can't. It's a
no
joke.
goalkeeper change either.
I refuse to acquiesce to them killing my game.
No goalkeeper change. Maybe that's another sign that Frank, wants to try to win this.
Kinski ain't good enough. I was having this discussion with.
But it's just, if he made a goalkeeper change, it shows he doesn't care too much about the result, right? Because you don't want to. Sometimes making a goalkeeper change throws the team off a little too much.
Well, I think like we were sort of alluding to coming into this game, that I do think he sees these as precursors to the PSG game, where he has to start getting his first team together, giving them minutes, getting more minutes in their legs. But also, it's a prime opportunity for him to, like, for instance, players coming off the bench today, but I'd argue none of them have took it. Do you know what I mean? But prime opportunity for him to go, right, this guy can affect the game from off the bench, or do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
These are things that Frank needs to look at. It's not just about fitness like it's been portrayed the last few years. Well done, Tal. Holds it up. Come on, guys.
Madison.
Brilliant.
To Jed.
Back to Madison. Him, Spence, and Son love each other. They do.
Archie.
They love the little combo down that side. Well done, Bissouma. That's much better.
Good pass from Bissouma. Archie Gray plays it into Madison. Archie Gray making a run for Sonny.
Go on, Sonny. Curl it.
Good play from Spurs. Good possession here. Good possession here.
Absolute shadows.
Madison getting on the ball. Clips it in.
Oh, it's another great ball.
Jed. Jed wants it on his own. Sir.
I think he was looking to cut in and bang that.
Again, Madison, getting his foot on the ball, putting some calm into the team. And as I say that, Ben fucking Davies, dude, seriously.
We've had them chasing shadows for the last 10 minutes. Do you know what the sickening thing is? He wasn't even under pressure there.
He wasn't even under pressure. He had no need to. Absolutely no need to do that. No need, Ben Davies. Jesus Christ. Just when we were starting to get our foot on the ball as well, he goes for that. Ugh. That baffles the mind why you would do that.
Like all that work to keep possession, Madison going around doing a playmaker job just for Ben Davies to kick it away. It's
Lovely play from
absolutely
Bora.
infuriating.
It's just like, yeah, there wasn't even, there's the closest Arsenal
Fuck
player
your
might have been
keeper.
20 yards away. The closest
Fuck
Arsenal
you,
player.
keeper. Fuck me.
Just give it to your
Guy's
center back, the one next to
useless.
you. Like, what is, there was no one even making a run. Like, it's like he saw a ghost.
He's definitely haunted by something, that's for sure.
Guy's rattled when there's not even an Arsenal player close to him. Oro, you
Take your
got
time,
time.
Oro.
Just got to get launched. Oh, someone lob Rhea again.
Go on, Sar. Oh, he's off the pitch.
Yeah, someone get Sar on.
Sub him back on.
The Levy special. Davies re-signed.
Yeah. It's an out.
Way.
Get out. Get all the way out. Well done.
6
Take
out of
your time,
minutes.
Vicario. Pretty sure Vicario needs to retie his laces.
Yep. Pretend you can't find the ball with Vicario. Get a glass.
Guys, it's about that time. Start getting your thoughts in the chat. Of your thoughts on the game. It's becoming that time now at injury time. Stuff like that. Let us know how you've viewed this game today.
Exactly. Now, it's the most infuriating nickname, Mr. Reliable.
Oh.
Mr. Reliable, and he does that. Literally puts us under pressure.
Like, more like Humpty Dumpty. Six minutes added on in preseason is diabolical. You're dead right, Luke.
Game's gone.
The game was gone 10 years ago. It's all you hear now from everybody. Game's gone. Game's finished. Game's over.
Yeah.
No one.
6
no
minute,
one enjoys
6
that.
minute added on utter woke nonsense.
Don't not let the 15-year-old do it. Thank you. Well done,
But
Spence.
seriously, though, the only reason we're under pressure right now, the only reason they're getting all these corners is because Ben Davies did that 3 minutes ago. We actually could have probably still had possession at this point. It's just no reason. I'm actually infuriated by that. We literally have now conceded 3 more corners. Because
we had them at the part where fans were starting to go ole with the amount of passes we were putting together. And Ben Davies goes, fuck that. Let's mix it up a bit. I'm bored. Boom. Have it. That's it, Johnson.
And I wouldn't even know if I would go that crazy if someone was actually making the run, but no one even made the run. So you're just amazed by like the decision making there. Not even one person made any sort of effort to run him behind. So I don't even know what the hell he was seeing.
Johnson, just give Marino a double nipple cripple. It'll be the end of it. Seriously. It's preseason. You get away with this stuff.
Oh, geez.
Come on, carry up. Well done. Go down. Go down. It's nearly backslapping time. Come on, Spurs. Jerome with the super chat. It's not too bad. We did show more resilience in this game, but Papa, what a goal. Showed really good resilience. Like to be fair, I didn't really ever feel scared about Arsenal cutting us open and scoring, to be quite frank. It's been quite relaxed in that regard. I'm just getting a little frustrated with our forward play, but I'm hoping over time, the more clean sheets you keep, the more that'll improve. But in general, I've never really felt scared that Arsenal were going to open us up. I think they've tried down both flanks, but I think Spence and Porro have been absolutely exceptional, Jerome. Absolutely exceptional either side. They've kept Arsenal out. We've blocked up the middle all game. We've showed them out wide, and Spence and Porro have done their duties.
Yeah. If anything, I think, we probably have had, especially from set pieces and maybe some other moments here and there, I think we probably have had the better chances this game. Jerome.
And it looks like someone says in the comment there as well that we're going to be the first team to win the first North London derby outside of the UK.
Yeah.
Look at them white flags. See you white. We know what we are. Europa League champions. We know what we are. We know what we are. We know what we are. Europa League champions. We know what we are.
Yeah, Sean's right. Hit the post 3 times.
Choke artist. Na 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 na. 2 of them are off corner, Sean. You can't keep relying on them.
Johnson clears it away.
Oh, well done, Archie. Porro, that'll do. Just swing boots everywhere now. Kick heads if you need to. Johnson, you're only on the pitch. Get the fuck out there. Don't be a lazy fucker. Come on, get out there. Press it. Now your turn, Porro.
Well
Brilliant.
done.
Oh, I think Porro's auditioning to get on the Lions team for the next test, to be honest with you, with that challenge. Absolute brilliant rugby challenge from Pedro Porro there.
Gives an earful to the referee as well.
Oh, I love it. He just absolutely rugby tackles him. He's too tired to chase him. Just take him out. With all the humidity over there, still not a hair out of place on Arteta's head. I am absolutely concerned that that's a wig.
Not even any sweat.
Not a bead on it. Just deal with this, clear it. We're at 95 minutes.
Oh, geez.
Oh, well
Good way by Tell.
Don't let him shoot. Do not let him shoot. Get out there. There you go. Just all you got to do is chase the ball for.
Well done, Matters.
Out.
Well done, Matters.
Oh, yes.
Come on, let's break away. Find Tell.
Let's break.
Find Sonny. What a ball again.
It's a good ball.
Pedro
Stevie
Porro.
Fraser, you were right. It wasn't over, but we might go and get second here. It's a good ball.
Oh, good play by Sonny. It was a good ball.
He had to play it first time as well. It was unlucky.
I think Tell, if anything, actually should have made a dart towards the middle.
Yeah, he's got to do better there to try and
well done by Gray. Oh, there's no way. There's no way.
Madison about to kiss him there.
There's no way that was a foul. It looked like they did win the ball cleanly there.
Ref, we'll have full-time whistle here now.
Come on, ref. You give him 6 minutes anyways. This is absurd.
What are we going to do? Keep playing till the score?
Oh, they're just going down all over the place here, ref. All right, blow it up. It's a friendly, ref. It's a friendly. Blow it up.
Back post to carry on.
Vic.
That'll do. Right, ref. Come on now. We'll have full time. Come on, ref. Do the thing. Do the right thing here now. There we go for carry off. Fist pumping, everyone. Chest pumping. We're blowing it up, ref. Or is it Arsenal's birthday that we don't know about? Come on. 30 seconds over time here. All these minutes add up to the players' legs here. This is ridiculous. Well done, Thomas Frank. First North London derby win of the season. Frank.
I'm loving Slim Frank instead.
Yeah. Come on, ref. Blow that whistle, baby. Blow that whistle, baby. That be go, Tal. Slap him. Well done. Ref, we're border on 97 minutes here now.
Oh, jeez, ref. Come on now. This is absurd.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, like you said, are we just playing until they can score?
Honestly, I think the referee thinks he's in an audition for a Premier League job here. It's fucking a joke. He's even whipped out 2 yellow cards there a few minutes ago. Some of these elements are friendly, and he's not going to get a Premier League job.
Well done, Spence. Danza with a no-nonsense clearance. Thank you, ref.
Well done, ref.
And there it is, everybody.
Come on.
North London derby win outside the UK.
Let's go.
I think well-deserved by Spurs as well. I felt like we did have the better chances. Thomas Frank picking up a big win for a preseason friendly. I think there's a lot to take away from this game as well, especially with Frank. It looked like he was going for the win, the way that he went for the lineup, the substitutions made. And feels good, Dave. I think this was a lot better from, Wickham and Luton Town. So it's good to have you back. Our good luck charm.
Do you know what, Jack? I was a little bit concerned heading into the game, listening to Thomas Frank rim the arse off Arsenal. They're great. One of Europe's best. In hindsight, what he said is true, but I don't like my managers paying that respect. What I do love is putting them into a space of weakness, which he done there, by luring them into the sense of trap. They're a great team. And then what we done is we just came out and then we beat them, So I love that silent assassin, Thomas Frank. He said he wanted to go and win this game, and he's delivered. What more do you want? We looked absolutely solid defensively. Not once was I concerned that we were going to concede a goal, or was I on edge in that regard whatsoever. Still a little bit frustrated with our forward play. I think there's huge concern. As soon as Kudos comes off the pitch, the ball just comes one way because no one else can hold it up. That is an element that we need to fix over the next couple of games against Newcastle, Bayern Munich, heading into that PSG game. But at the end of the day, Jack, we've bullied Arteta. We've bullied that Arsenal team off the pitch. We got stuck into them. A sublime goal from Papa Matasar. Hit the post 3 times. Never looked like conceding. Absolutely brilliant performance here from Tottenham Hotspur. You watch when we lose games and we don't play well, it's only preseason. We win. You watch everybody tonight, not mention preseason, just glorious over the win. And we needed this because these games are the precursor to the PSG game.
Yeah.
Undefeated preseason. I think, 3 out of 4 games we've kept a clean sheet now.
Yeah.
Absolutely solid foundation to move forward. If we can just address that forward issue, we'll be a good team this year.
100% right. I think defensively we've looked really solid in almost every single game, but just going forward, there have been some question marks. But I think more of it is down to just the lack of quality, really. But this was a game I think where you can take a lot from. I felt like Kudus was once again, showing that he's an absolute must start for these
Yeah.
games. I think there was maybe some question marks about Richarlison going into this one. I feel like there's still going to be even more question marks in regards to that. I'd also say as well that on the left side, Odegaard looked good, but maybe still feels a little bit raw. It's not like he's necessarily, the one that would be able to solve some of these forward issues for us. The midfield, it felt like it was the highlight of the Wickham game. I'd say once again, the midfield is probably where, we had some of the better performances. I think Sarr was brilliant. Bentancur was brilliant. Bergvall, maybe not of the
He
same
grew
level,
into
but
the
still
game.
pretty good at the end of the day. And I think defensively, from Romero, Van de Ven to Pedro Porro and Jed Spence, really, really solid day from them as well.
Yeah.
So it's almost everything but the forward line, you would say was,
Yeah.
was really good
I
on
think
the day.
I think what we're starting to see is the resemblance of what we're going to look like heading into the season. You called it earlier on heading into this game, that goalkeeper, the back line, and I would even argue Bentancur and Papa Matasar, I think, is what you're going to see the base of this team being built off, and I think it's a good base where we've got good players that can transition that ball.
Yeah.
It's the left hand side where we have huge problems. Frank needs to solve up front. Huge problems. Frank needs to solve, and that number 10. But that might be resolved with James Madison coming back. But there are other areas of this, that left hand side and up front. If he can solve them, I think we will be competitive this year in a lot of games. We'll give us we keep keeping clean sheets. It gives you a chance to go and win games, but we can't keep relying on set pieces. Yeah, we can sit here and say we hit the post 3 times, we beat Arsenal. Papa Matasar ain't going to score a goal from halfway line every week, and you're not going to hit the post from 2 corner kicks either again in the same game. And if that didn't happen, most people would have walked away from today with a different of
Yeah.
opinion. We look lackluster. We don't look good going forward, and with maybe more of a negative connotation. So I would say the warning signs are still there, but all in all, you can never disbeat your rivals at the end of the day. It's a good, solid performance defensively, something we were really lacking in last season, which you can take great joy from. And we've got the bragging rights. We've won the first North London derby outside of England, and I also think, it sort of gives Arsenal a little bit to look at. Look, don't get me wrong. I think maybe having Gyökeres there maybe would have maybe given them a different outlet and stuff like that. But all in all, Jack, no complaints here today. Just would urge people, let's not get too carried away. The forward line still needs to be fixed.
Absolutely. Even Rain Man, to your point, Dave, saying the story of the game for me was, and I'm afraid to say it, is that there was a huge drop off when Kudus came off the pitch. And I think I definitely agree with that. Madison helped, but it felt like, there was that big drop off
Yeah,
when Kudus was subbed off. Really appreciate the support from earlier, Jerome. Probably one of the best goals we'll ever witness in a preseason, I imagine. It doesn't get
yeah,
much better than Pop
unreal.
Matasar's. Artist T saying, say what you want about Sonny, but it's stupid and laughable that we're most likely moving him on but keeping Ben Davies, waste of team space and is a liability.
Agree.
Listen, like the only reason we were put under pressure, Artist T, is because for some reason Ben Davies decided to just balloon it out of play when he was put under no pressure whatsoever by any Arsenal player. It didn't make any sense. I think he hit it like first time as well. Like he didn't even take a touch. He just ballooned it out of play. And it's just, again, the whole nickname of Mr. Reliable just had never made sense to me. For seasons of Eric Dyer, Davinson Sanchez, Ben Davis, it was just the dark ages of terrible defending. And somehow this guy earned the nickname of, not earned, but got the nickname of Mr. Reliable.
He
It just
bought
doesn't
it.
make sense to me. Sonny, not like, we have a lot to work with, but I wouldn't say he actually looked that rusty in that game. He actually had 2 little bits of quality in some of the breakaway runs that he had, but it did feel like there was that lack of sort of energy, maybe defensively, from him and Johnson compared to Odegaard and Kudus. Odegaard and Kudus worked really hard defensively, whereas with Son and Johnson, it's kind of like what we saw under Ange to a degree, where it felt like sometimes we get pinned back a little bit too much because they just don't know how to sort of put pressure on the ball as much as Odegaard
I
and
think
Kudus were able to. But Sonny looked a little bit better in this game, to be fair to him.
he did. He looked a bit sharper. He was at least getting the ball under control this time. But I just can't help but feel, Jack, with how late Son came on in that game, I just can't help but feel the decision has already been made for Son to move on after the tour. Because it doesn't make sense that he's putting the minutes and the time into getting Udaber fit and up to speed
Yeah.
and not Sonny. So I would say if I'm looking at it, from an outside perspective, it looks like Sonny will be gone after this tour. If you remember, he had talks with LAFC at the start of the summer, sort of went dry, didn't hear much, but I don't know. I think the decision's already been made because it wouldn't make sense for him not to incorporate Son in these starting lineups.
Yeah, and he gave the captaincy to Romero, where at first he said,
Exactly.
he wasn't sure who the captaincy would go to, but he gave it to Romero. And I think by the looks of things, from just Romero's body language, he looks like he's been given some sort of type of
Yeah.
leadership or responsibility. The guy's like posting a lot on social media. He seems to be as well, kind of walking around with a smile on his face at the club. And whereas with Sonny, wouldn't necessarily say that's the case. He seems to be a bit
Mm.
more kind of low key about it all, where normally we always are seeing a nice big smile on his face. Really appreciate the support, Artist T, and yeah, I think it'd be amazing if Ben Davis somehow stays longer than Sonny.
Yeah.
That would just be absolutely insane to me. Stevie Frazier says I'm absolutely buzzing. Faz Radfar saying Gurkaresh who. Tango Bin El Sheet saying game over. Let's go party. Future's bright, future's lily white. Good to see you. Vandal Ross, good to see you as well. Appreciate you. Jason Bell saying, I don't care if it's a friendly. Beating Woolwich always means something. Looking forward to more. Come on, you Spurs. I think Frank treated this like a game that he wanted to win, Jason. He definitely, with the lineup that he went with, pretty strong lineup, if not even a version of, you would say, maybe the starting 11 that we'll see against PSG. And also just even the substitutions. Like if he had made 6 substitutions, straight away at halftime, you would have felt like, he's kind of still treating this like a friendly, doesn't necessarily know who his starting players are yet. The fact that he kept those guys on until like 65th minute or something, I think says a lot. It showed that he was going for the win. And Dave, that's kind of, nice to see from Thomas Frank that he took this seriously.
No, it's good to see, Jack. I think, look, keeping clean sheets and trying to win games is a good habit to get into. As much as people can say preseason is about friendlies and stuff or about fitness, it's also about, trying to win games and building the momentum heading into the season. There's very rare examples where you see a team have a very poor preseason and turn it around and go and have a great season. Very rare examples. Winning is a good habit to get into. Clean sheets is a good habit to get into. And we're undefeated so far this season with 3 out of 4 clean sheets. So it's good for us moving forward. And look, I think today was the litmus test for me. Like I said, heading into the game, it's all right doing it against Reading, Luton. How are you going to fare against a team that's a step up an opponent that you expect to compete with? And they've done it to a plum today. And look, fair play to Frank. He said he was going for the win and he got the win. I'd argue he even made the right substitutions. It's not his fault. Them players let him down when they came on.
Yeah, and Jason too. I mean, it was only a friendly, so it's kind of maybe a bit cheap to even say this. Maybe a cheap dig, but Ange never beat the likes of Arsenal, whereas Frank has already gotten a win under his belt. Even though I understand it was only a preseason friendly, so I'm saying that kind of hastily. But appreciate your support, Jason. And
Jason.
It's a big mood booster, like Lazy 8 is
Oh,
saying. Jason Bell, it's a big mood booster for sure. No matter even if it's a preseason friendly, always feels good to beat Arsenal. Shawnee Maddox, member for 23 months as an elite member as well. Thank you, Shawnee. Very, very generous, sir. Saying, Frank the Tank Engine, choo, choo, choo.
Yeah.
That's what I call game management. Fair, Sean, fair. I think you've made substitutions when you needed to. You could see the defensive solidity as well from us. I personally lean that way. I know Dave likes attacking football a bit more than I do. I like actually seeing a team that's very defensively organized and solid, where yes, maybe you're conceding a lot of possession at times, but you don't really feel like, you're going to end up, maybe conceding, goals on a regular basis. This was really, really good work from the Spurs defense. And I did say, I think in the first initial minutes, when we were getting kicked off, I said to Dermatron yesterday, I think where Spurs are their strongest in terms of personnel is in the back line. The goalkeeper to the fullbacks to the center backs. I think that's where we have our most quality, and I think that's what Frank will use as a foundation.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, Shawnee, my man.
Solid, Shawnee. Solid. Let's see if we can keep it doing. See if we can back it up Sunday against Newcastle.
Stevie Frazier saying Hong Kong is ours, the world is ours. Good to see you. We are Spurs TV. Adrian Chia, thank you for the support, Adrian. It's a nothing game, but done love beating the Arsenal.
Who doesn't love
love
it?
Who doesn't love beating them? Exactly right, Adrian.
Big up, Adrian. You got look. You got to take small wins where you can. You know what I mean. And at the end of the day, they would be sitting there gloating if they were beating us today. It'd be all over socials and everything else. So enjoy it and rub it in.
And then Aussie, Coys. This phase 7 of Arsenal is the greatest. Hopefully they keep this form all season. Yeah, kept a clean sheet as well, right? Something that they started to maybe complain about, that they weren't really as devastating anymore going forward. They weren't scoring goals as much, like they maybe did under the first initial phases of Arteta. It feels good to get a clean sheet against them as well.
Yeah.
Feels very good, especially as well when maybe that stadium was what it looked like 70% Arsenal fans too. So a lot of them are going home very disappointed. Aussie. Appreciate you, my man. Yeah, loving phase 7 so far. Exactly right.
Honestly,
yeah.
I think we exposed them today. I think, you block up the middle against Arsenal, show them out wide. They don't have the answers. And, if you can defend your set pieces, especially your 6-yard box from the set pieces, Arsenal are bang average. Yeah. I think who was it? Someone gave the blueprint how to beat Andrew. I think we've given the blueprint how to stifle Arsenal.
Jerome then saying, come on, Tottenham, time to wake up. We need more quality players like Kudus. It just feels like we need another Kudus type player on the left side, Dave. Someone that can hold up the ball, create things on their own, and just show that bit of quality, in possession. Because there are a few times, too, where Kudus holds up the ball, takes it past his man, then went for a big switch of play, or is able to drag us up the pitch, is able to get free kicks. These sort of things that do kind of help you grow into the game and not feel like you're just going to be defending for your lives for the whole 90 minutes. And when Johnson and Sonny came on, and Tell as well, all of a sudden it felt like we were just defending for the rest of the game.
That's all we were doing. That's all we were doing. And people can point out and go, oh, great game management. You're not going to get away with that every week. We've seen how it worked out under Postecoglou when the ball keeps coming one way. Eventually the dam cracks. And this is what I say. I think we need to get another couple of signings across the forward area. One aspect that people don't take into account when you're signing forward players is, can they hold up the ball first and foremost? Can they get the ball under control with player up their hole and get turned and try and make something happen? As soon as Kudos came off that pitch, it was just one way, defensive. Teams will eventually break that down. That's a huge concern. I think Thomas Frank will feel let down. At the end of the day, he's looking for whose game changers are off the bench. There is none. Yeah. Absolutely zero. As soon as you make a change, you're back to looking like a relegation standard team.
Probably say the only player that came on, off the bench that maybe just helped and, contributed to it was probably Kevin Danzo. He had a couple good clearances here and there, just kind of no nonsense defending, which showed that we still have depth in that area. But none of the forwards that came on in any way really helped or contributed. Shocking. I think Sonny was all right, but again, wasn't really getting onto the ball as much as you would like. And defensively, you can tell he doesn't have the legs that Odegaard does, to help to contribute defensively. He didn't really give the ball away in any bad areas, Sonny, but yeah, it's just there was such a drop off when Kudus went off.
But you even look at it, when the ball was pumped up long, where Richarlison was up challenging, Kudus was up challenging. As soon as we pumped it long and Tellen and that came on, not one of them wanted to jump off the ground to go and compete for the ball, Jack.
Yeah.
You're just allowing Arsenal with free headers, cushioning it down, come back at us, you know? It's the lack of competitiveness. They all just want the ball to feet, to run at them. I'm sorry. There's another side of the game you have to do as well. And if you're a complete forward player, you don't have to, look at Messi. As soon as he gets the ball, he can hold it up. You don't have to be a big, stocky guy. It's just knowing how to use your fucking body.
Probably Madison, once he got onto the pitch, he actually did help. He was working hard defensively, but then in possession, he actually gave us a few spells there where we actually could calm down a little bit. But then, of course, Ben Davis did his best job to sabotage that after Madison was, sort of helping us, control the game a bit more. Shawnee Maddox saying this game shows why we were trying to push for someone like a Morgan Gibbs-White. Yeah, just need more guys that can actually hold on to the ball and show a bit of quality, but then work hard defensively as well, like a Morgan Gibbs-White would have. Absolutely right, Shawnee. Jerry, good to see you. Very encouraging signs from Frank and his staff. Absolutely, my friend. Jerome saying, if Son is leaving, then I can't think of anyone else but Eze to replace him.
The fact he's still on the market and we haven't even gone in to get an Eze deal as soon as the Gibbs-White one was done is shocking. It's absolutely. I don't understand why we haven't just gone all in and got the deal. We know the terms of the deal. Go and do it.
The part that baffled me, and we brought this up, I think, on a panel show as well as the fan show, Jerome, was how is it that Forrest, who were involved in the exact same saga as us, right, where we were dealing with this whole is Morgan Gibbs-White staying or going, the legal issues, all these things. I think Forrest have signed like 2 players during that saga. Like they signed in Doy, like a record signing, I believe, for the club for like 40 plus million. I think they're going to bring in James McAtee, if I'm not mistaken, as well. And they might have signed another player or something like that, whereas Spurs haven't signed anyone. And Forest were involved in that same exact saga as us over Morgan Gibbs White. So how is it that they've been able to sign players while keeping Morgan Gibbs White at the same time? It baffles me, man. It just doesn't make sense. I don't see how Forest were able to get it done while we weren't able to get any signings over the line. It just doesn't make sense to me. But I would love to have having Eze and Kudus in the same team. I think Dave and I would start to have to put a parental warning, on some of these watch alongs. It'd just be too much sauce, too much quality. Gary Beck saying, "Ya Matasar." Great watch along, lads. Thank you, Gary. Very, very, very kind of you. It was going to probably be the best goal we'll ever see during a preseason, I imagine, Gary. Probably the best one ever.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, brother.
Unbelievable goal from Papa Matasar. Big up, Gary. Really appreciate everybody tuning in. Really appreciate you guys.
Any final thoughts from yourself here, Davo? Because it is only preseason friendly. I know you also have to, you're on a maybe more of a tighter schedule than usual. So any final thoughts from yourself?
No, look, positives moving forward, Jack. Clean sheet, a good win in the bag against the North London Derby team. Like I said, the only thing I'm going to sort of keep an eye on and analysing is that forward line, because I do think you improved that. I think you go a long way helping Thomas Frank compete this year. But look, all in all, a lot of positives to take from today's game, Jacko.
Yeah, definitely. I think
I do need to head on. I do need to bounce. I'm under a bit of pressure here now.
Alrighty, everybody. We'll wrap up here. Appreciate you all. Thank you so much for the support today. Smash the like button on your way out, and we'll see you next time for the next watch along and some more bits and pieces here and there. Appreciate you all. And come on, you Spurs. Great win under Thomas Frank.
Let's fucking go.